Yo, what up? What up? Breaking news. Breaking news. What up, Gio? He's a disappointment. Well, yes and no. Gervonta, what up? Taking the fight. Bud said he needed $2 million, but he didn't. Okay. I'm okay with the fight, personally. You know what I'm saying? What up, Blind Faith? What up, Blind Faith? What up, the wheels?
Yo,
What's up there, Berto?
what's up, Marco? Long
What's
time
up?
no see.
I know. CJ scared you out. What happened? Don't worry
Why
about
are you
him.
trying to instigate, Marco?
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's, you guys need to play nice, though.
Yeah, I gotta put hands on him to end it. I think that's the only way it can end.
Well, that's not going to happen.
It could
So
happen, but Marco, what do you think about the news, man? Like Gervonta and Jake Paul, like this shit's crazy. Like it really came to fruition.
it was about to happen until the roach came and threw a monkey wrench in the whole operation. It was about to happen. Like it was happening next. So Gervonta went through 3, 4, 5 months of being like, I got to get my get back. Everybody said I lost, blah, blah, blah. And then he's finally like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I just want to retire and make a lot of money. I think he destroys Jake Paul. I think he destroys Jake Paul. Jake Paul is too slow and inexperienced. If Jake lands on Tank, he might hurt him. But
That's a lot of weight, Marco. Like, come on, that's like almost 70, 80 pounds. Like,
yeah. So if he lands on him, he might hurt him. But we don't know. They might have contracted a fight at 175. Which is still way bigger than Tank. But let's not forget the height difference. Jake is 6 feet. Tank's 5'5", maybe. So, but let's say they contracted 75 instead of 200. That makes a big difference. Jake has to be sucked in a little bit, weight trained. I mean, it's not that AJ said no, Blind Faith. If you're Jake Paul, who are you fighting? AJ or Tank? Come on. You make almost the same amount of money probably fighting both. Just one guy is damn near 100 pounds lighter than you. And the other guy is damn near 100 pounds heavier. It's a no-brainer. Maybe that Joshua shit was just bullshit. Maybe that was him trying to even the playing field. Be like, look, I'll fight a bigger guy. I'll fight a smaller guy. I don't care. I'm chasing greatness. Like pump faking. I'd love to see Ward fight AJ. Because that'll knock his ass into reality. Or it'll knock my ass into reality. One of the two. Okay, was plot to get... Well, yeah. I knew that when the fight wasn't made after the first, 2-3 weeks. I knew that they weren't rematching. That's the kind of thing that you announce right away when your juices are hot. That just sounded real gay, but when tensions are high, when you want that get back, that's something you announce right away. All right, I'm gonna have to do a StreamYard because I think a lot of you guys are not getting my alert. So let me do one now. Schedule for later. You guys are lucky I'm on today. It's wifey's birthday. So I won't be on too long, but all right. So I just did a bullshit stream in 30 minutes, so it'll send people the 30-minute. And I went on Discord too, but it looks like nobody gave a fuck. How can I tell who saw the Discord? Let's see. I got my Discord's growing 30. It's not bad. So I just started it. All right.
hey, Marco,
What's up?
they was fucking going crazy on TBV today. I feel like Ness was on one today with like everyone, and then fucking I saw that one dude called in like just trying to like aggravate you. I was like, what the fuck?
That guy always does that. He's just joking. Yeah, Ness was. I think I don't know if I said it or I was like, oh, Ness is on one. Like, be nice because I'm not gonna put up with bullshit. But he was. Yeah, he was. He gets in moods like that where he's just like snaps at everybody. And as long as the shit isn't overly disrespectful, as long as it's not disrespectful, like whatever, you know.
Yeah, it was kind of borderline today.
Hold on a second. Hey, Leo, can you come in? Help me. Hold on a second. Not bad. Got a delivery here. Gotta bring this shit in a second. CJ, what up? Alberto, too early the day for you to be lying. Camera, cam up for 200. Okay. Corny move. Why is it corny? Why is it corny? What's so corny about it? What's corny about it? It's out there. You know what to do with most of it. Just, I guess, ask mommy what she wants you to do with the. Thank you, Leo.
You're welcome.
Got my little strong man bringing in the deliveries. This kid is jacked. I'm not allowed to show him because wifey won't let me, but he's literally jacked. Tank is the biggest duck of this generation. Possibly. Possibly. And ask mommy where she wants it. But there's something to be said about him taking the challenge of somebody so much bigger. Like, say what you want. Like, yeah, he's inexperienced and he's whatever, but, shit. Bud fans mad right now. I love it. Why are they mad? Jake ain't a real fighter. Tank, Duck, and Roach. It feels like you have to walk around on eggshells with Ness. I hate having... Yeah, I mean, he's not my boss. But yeah, that's another reason why, like, I thought about working with him, but I think it would ruin our friendship if I worked with him because I don't really do well with people who talk, like we would get in fights and I would just stop fucking with him. So it's better as it's like a professional relationship as opposed to me like working for him or with him, I agree. I'm not the kind of person who likes working with people in general, but like I can. Or working for people, like I have no problem with it as long as there's a respect and the money's right. But yeah, I agree. You should have just done one at a time, crazy man. It will be a spectacle. Yeah, it will be. Make sure don't put it where we can open the fridge. Okay. Thank you. Good job. Tank, Duck. It's just a payday. Tank has been acting like he is already retired. I know. Because they both know. No, Bud didn't want Jake or David at 64 because they're both too big. I think the Roach fight was set up to get all this. Nah. Set up? Why would it be set up? What you mean? Why would it possibly be set up? Givan, you sound crazy. Guys, call-ins are open, as you can see. Them cases of water ain't light. How'd you know he's... How the fuck did you know he's carrying cases of water? Yo, Rob, you're starting to freak me out. I mean, I guess that's a common thing.
What?
Nothing. Netflix doing big things. I know. I want to be involved in this shit. Like, what the fuck? I'll go to Atlanta in a heartbeat. You're done?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thanks, Leo. Good job. Damn, you did it quick. You mad, Swan? Good shit. You brought up all the stuff needs to be refrigerated?
Do I put it in the refrigerator? But
yeah, ask mommy. Yeah, you'll have to. Just ask mommy where she wants it to go. Mad at what truth could never disrespect, nothing to be mad at. Okay. So Jake versus Tank. Yep. Marco, if AJ said no to Jake, you think? I don't know if AJ said no. I think Jake is not. Just leave it there. Jake is not stupid, right? Jake is not stupid. I said this before. I don't know if you were in here, but like, you're gonna fight somebody 70 pounds, 80 pounds lighter, or somebody 80 pounds heavier. Well, 50 pounds heavier or 80 pounds lighter. You know what I mean? Like literally, Jake is 200, Tank is 135. That's 60. Okay, so 65 pounds lighter or 50 heavier. You know, you're gonna fight somebody 6 inches shorter or literally 6 inches taller. Like, it's not, you know, rocket science. Oh, Alberto left. Guys, jump on in. Panel is dry. What's up, Chief? What's up, Chief? So what weight is this supposed to? That's a great question, Eric. I'm thinking 175. I'm thinking Tank will probably negotiate down a little bit. Like 200 is nuts. What are we thinking?
Good morning, Marco. First of all, I'm thinking
CJ.
happy birthday, Tia, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Now, yeah, I mean, it makes sense for both of them, given well, Tank's approach. Like people say, he's in pseudo retirement already, maybe one last payday, because he's kind of backed into a corner where he has to fight Roach or Shakur, one of the top guys now, if he's going to stay at that weight class. I don't know what weight this is going to be at, but like I said, it'll be a spectacle. It'll be interesting. People are going to, I'm not a huge fan of these type of fights, as you know, but people will tune in. I'm going to watch just to see how it goes down, you know? So
it's like
we'll see.
These guys are both hated
Mm-hmm.
by a lot of people. So there's a lot of people who want to see that one right hand possibly land and stretch Tank out. And there's a lot of people who want to see Tank do his Pacquiao De La Hoya or Pacquiao Margarito job on Jake, because that's what I see happening. Just turning his face into looking like the inside of a Jamaican beef patty, just mincing it.
Either outcome would be crazy and entertaining. So yeah,
Tank will dice his melon up like a slap chop, you know, over time. So people want to see either of those. You know what I mean? What's up, Blind Faith?
Does this mean that this is going to be on MVPs?
I got no fucking idea. It says Netflix, so no, I guess Netflix. And Atlanta is a strange place to choose, but okay.
Well, Tank, that's kind of Tank's like second home, Atlanta.
Is it?
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh.
Hey, what up, McCall? Salute to you. Yeah, I got your message. We're gonna do that later today. Yeah.
All right, for sure, gang, for sure.
Bowie, what up, Bowie?
Man, rocking and rolling, man, rocking and rolling.
Sam Bowie. There's no relation, right? He was an NBA player in the 90s. Any relation?
Sam, no relation. None of the family.
You heard of him?
Yeah. He from Maryland. Big tall. I think he was like a center or something.
Yep,
tall dude.
Light skinned dude. Yep. He was pretty good on the Cavs, I believe. He played for Cleveland.
Yeah, he played for Cleveland. That was crazy. Yeah, no relation to anybody famous on the
well, I didn't think you related to David Bowie.
Nah, yeah, that's what, except for that, I don't really claim him, but that is my great grandfather.
Who?
I'm just David Bowie. He just the inheritance never claimed in, so I don't really claim him.
Oh, you're joking. I was like, it's possible. You never know. If he was American, I would have believed you, but I'm like, nah, he's British. So yeah, man, I think Smoking Mo. I like the fight.
You like the fight?
I do. I like it.
You like the fight, Marco?
I like it.
You're a content creator.
Why do you like the fight, Marco?
Well, lots to talk about, right? but we get to see most likely one of come on. Would any of us really care if Tank gets stretched out? Because a lot of us don't like him, right?
I mean, oh my gosh, what is this gonna be? An exhibition?
Hold on, do me a favor. Hey CJ, can you take this over real quick? I gotta run upstairs.
Yeah, hold it down. Okay. Yeah, to answer your question, Mikhail, I'm not sure they're gonna do it. You know how I feel about Jake Paul fights. He's about to sue me if I say what I think. No, fuck it. I think it's scripted. Yeah, we're gonna see.
I mean,
like I said, a spectacle. I'm just processing it in real time.
To a certain degree, it's gonna have to be scripted. to a certain degree. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, when we say scripted, we're not talking like WWE too, but just controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, I went and I sparred my guy. He's getting ready for a fight this weekend or whatever. But I'm a completely different weight class, bro. I'm a 130-pound fighter. He's a fucking light heavyweight, bro.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? When we got in there, it was like, yeah, we were touch sparring for the most part or whatever. And I had to keep telling him, like, bro, you can hit me, bro. I'm not like fragile. Like, bro, I'll be fine. He's like, I don't want to hurt you. You got a fight coming up too. I'm like, bro, I got weeks. I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let your hands go. You good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was like scripted. Like, bro, it was like, I'm little as hell. And I basically was just giving him like good cardio work, like just moving around and just making him work. You know what I mean? Like, and making him defend my little shots. Like I can't he's about to go fight a cruiserweight. Like, bro, I can't imitate that. I can't hit him hard enough to imitate a cruiserweight, a 200-pound man hitting him. I can't imitate that. All I can do is like make you work your cardio. Like, so it was
I feel you.
scripted.
So maybe a better word is arrange, like it's an arrangement. You feel me?
Yeah, it's controlled. You know what I'm saying?
Control.
Like the first couple rounds, we just worked on jabs, and then the next couple rounds, I was just working a lot of movement and moving my hands really fast, making him work on defense. And then I was trying to pressure him and lean on him. But I'm like right now, I'm walking around at like 139 pounds, bro. Like
That's different.
he was 180 pounds. What was I gonna do? Like I was leaning on him, like, bro, I was putting everything I had into that shit. And it still looked goofy. Anytime he wanted to, he could just sling me around. Like, get over here.
Well, you sparred a bigger dude?
Yes, my guy's getting ready for a fight this weekend. He fights at light heavyweight, but he's going up to cruiserweight. So
this is a great comparison. You're exactly Tank's weight, pretty much.
Yeah,
we were. That's how we got to that point. Yes, he said it's controlled is a better word for it than scripted. Like it's not going to be an all-out war. You feel me?
There's no way.
I don't know. I think it might be a real fight.
No, I feel him because my main sparring partner is 55 pounds bigger than me, but he can move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 176. And this guy's a monster, and he can move like Moses. So
Blind faith, that's way
you
closer,
talking
though.
about like I can hit him with shots, and some of my best shots just like it's just not affecting him the same. Like Tank can crack, but we seen what happened with Barrios. It took him a long time. We seen what happened with Rolly. He was nervous. He was nervous with Ryan, but once he realized Ryan didn't have the skills, Jake don't have the skills, but Jake it just looks weird. Like
But you got to
what is
remember
the
this,
weight
though.
class that they
Blind
even
faith.
gonna fight at?
You got it. I like those comparisons about Barrios, Rolly, but you have to remember this though. They don't have they're not as light on their feet. They don't have the foot speed of somebody who's the same size. You know what I'm saying? So Tank can get to Jake way easier. Boom, 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 in, out, and Jake is just going to be like a step slower. So that'll make up for the size. And Tank punches hard. Like I think he could hurt Jake if he lands, especially if he hits him with like a 2, 3, 4 piece. He could drop him.
You have to put them together. It's not going to be one shot.
Right.
You think, Marco, you think Tank is gonna go inside with Jake?
He has to.
He has to at times. Yeah, he
You
has to
can't
engage.
box him. Yeah, he has no choice. What's he gonna do? You know what I mean?
What is the weight class? What are they fighting at?
They haven't even gotten into it yet.
Yeah, Marco threw out 175. I think that's doable. Yeah.
See, that's what's funny to me because like, who are the referees? Who's the damn who's the referee? Who's the judges in this? Like, what?
It's gonna have to be an exhibition. There's no way they make this a real fight.
What fights do you even put on the undercard of this? Like, what? How do you sell the fight?
I mean, that's the best thing. That's the best thing and that's the only thing that I've been like encouraged by is that Jake has gotten into boxing. And he takes boxing very seriously, and he's into his promoter bag. So he has been lacing these undercards. He has been giving people big exposure, and that's the only reason why I'm like, you know what, Jake is good for boxing in that regard because he uses his platform to push other fighters that are real fighters.
Yeah, Cowboy,
outside the ring.
The Ring magazine confirmed it. At first, I was on this show TBV earlier, and there was a tweet from Netflix Turkey, the country Turkey, their official account. I didn't know countries have their own specific Netflix accounts or whatever. And there was a poster for the fight, then they deleted it. So we were like, what? Maybe it was a mistake. And then literally 30 minutes later, the Ring magazine, you know.
Okay, so it is official, but is it on BoxRec? Some people are saying exhibition, so it's not going to be on the record. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it'll be an exhibition, guys. I think it's going to be a real fight. Because Jake is on that shit. I fought Mike Tyson. I fought like he wants to say he has a real win on his record over. No, but he does. He does. Now he could tell the rest of his life, I beat Mike Tyson.
Okay, so what is this? A WBA fight? Is this a
WWE?
There you go.
I mean, because
WWE.
Tank has the WBA belt, but obviously it's not going to be up. But if this is supposed to be a real fight, then like I don't.
Doesn't need
I
to
just
be
don't.
sanctioned because it's not for any belts, so it doesn't really matter.
And that's the thing. I don't even think. I think it has to be an exhibition, bro. It has to be.
Why?
No state commission is about to fucking give this a fight license. They better not.
That's a good point.
Man, if they gave it to a girl fighting a man, why the fuck wouldn't they do this?
They gave it to a girl fighting a man where?
When?
It happened once or twice. Girl fought a man.
In a licensed professional
Yeah, and the
fight?
girl beat him too, which is fucking wild.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yo, you got to pull that up.
What the fuck? What state is that? What Virginia do?
Well, the fact that the girl beat him is actually the best news about that whole story.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm almost. I remember a tranny. You can't say that anymore, can you? Uh-oh. But I remember a girl who transitioned or whatever. Damn, I've never seen this before. I'm on ChatGPT. It says too many requests. Like it's being overwhelmed right now by people using it.
Yeah,
the
bandwidth.
Because of this right here.
Yeah, probably right.
Everybody's trying to figure out how the fuck this fight's gonna be illegal.
Okay, let's see. Has a girl ever fought a man in a pro boxing match?
You said a woman beat a man in the ring in a real fight.
I'm almost positive.
I think in sparring though.
I'm almost positive.
Like I've seen some exhibitions where one dude took on like two girls, but I never heard of like a sanctioned fight where they're the same weight.
I'm almost
range
positive.
Like that just is crazy.
Hey, Blind Faith, have you ever seen it?
Here we go.
Have you ever seen it in the gym and sport where a guy go up against a girl, right? He'll be trying to take it all cool or whatever, trying to look whatever, you know what I'm saying? He'll be like, hey, can you spar her for me real quick? He'll be like, all right, yeah. And then she gets to piecing him up and like
piecing him.
My bad. I'm wrong. It's never happened. Maybe I'm just thinking of the girl who transitioned. She beat the dude. So there's this girl who transitioned and she beat him. That's the
that makes sense.
That's kind of the same thing. I mean, she was on hormones and shit, so I guess it's not actual woman, right? Because she's stronger.
Oh, so it was a girl transitioning to be a guy.
No, she was a guy. She cut her boobs off. She had a beard because she was taking hormones.
So she completely transitioned.
I don't know about
the downstairs.
I don't know about the tools, but everything else, like she looks. You guys ever see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm telling you, just the voice gives it away. You look at her, she's like, she even is balding. The hormones made her start balding because she shaved her head.
Crazy.
That's fucked up.
Well, even look, talking about this might be crazy, but do y'all think women are using PEDs like the men?
Inferior, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
do you think they're using PEDs like like all?
Absolutely.
I know for
Alicia Baumgartner pissed hot. What do you mean?
Yeah, true.
Yes.
But didn't she get cleared of that?
Kind of.
Here we go. This is Pat Manuel is her name. Does that not look like a dude to you? Does that not look like
Pat
a dude?
from Saturday Night Live?
Does that not look like a dude?
I sparred him before.
Get out of here. No, you haven't. Does that not look like a dude? Would you not be fooled? Look at the hairline even. It's like
But that's a guy.
No, that's
like
woman.
a mini Tua.
Look, there's even a there's, look.
They got the one demonstration where they actually get the demonstration down there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't
see. There's the picture here.
Now listen, if Duel was standing next to you pissing at the urinal, you wouldn't know nothing.
Now look at her.
Yeah, she's a man, baby.
There, look. That's her as a
That's
woman.
before?
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible. I wonder if there's a guy.
Wait, does she still fight?
Ever
I
slept with her and then ended up seeing him and
Yep,
was
there
just
she is
like,
before she
damn.
transitions.
Fuck your head up.
I mean,
Wild,
after
right?
they transition, are they still actually fighting?
Look at this shit. I don't know. It's fucking jacked.
Look at
You
this,
see
look
right
at
there.
this,
You
look at
see
that
right
shit.
here. You
Sure.
see right here. You see the scars for the breast removed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, crazy.
That's steroids for sure. Look at those
Oh,
guns.
of course. You don't. Well, not only
That's
that, the
crazy.
facial hair won't grow without steroids. You need that for facial hair to
I
grow.
mean, so how do they not pop then?
They do pop.
They're allowed. It's
They do,
therapy.
but there's probably some kind of an allowance because to
Or
begin with,
exemptions. Yeah.
they're weaker, quote unquote, to begin with. So the steroids won't give them the same push as it would give us.
No, not at all.
Would you fight Makai? Would you fight her?
No,
Him?
that's a lose. What am I going to win from that?
It is a lose. How about this? Here we go. Makai for like $5 million.
$5 million, I'm in there. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah.
I'm in there too. I'm right behind you. We could tag team.
No, it did. That fight did happen. Jermaine Durandamy was the fighter, yeah.
What fight happened?
The woman against the man.
Which
The boxer.
I looked it up. It didn't pop up. I could
Her
have sworn I
name's
remembered it.
Jermaine Durandamy. Germaine.
Yo, she was a UFC fighter
what's
once
the
too.
name?
She fought
What's
in
the
a
name?
boxing match against a man before that.
What's the name?
Jermaine
Germaine. That's a
Durandamy.
man's name.
No, she's the woman that fought me.
Well, what's her spell? The first name?
Germaine
That's a fucking man's name.
space
Okay.
DE space RANDMIE.
R.A. Randame. Okay. Jermaine Durand. That sounds like, yep, that's a woman. Okay, so she fought a man.
Her dad one of the boy. This is the name I liked.
Let's see.
Well, she has a Muay Thai background and boxing. That's where she comes from.
Yes.
How we go from talking tank to talking
named
trans?
Tom Ways. She fought an actor named Tom Ways.
She knocked him out.
An
She beat him,
actor.
eh?
And this was a sanctioned bout?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
This is well before even her UFC career.
Oh, okay. This is back in the day, like early
I'm
90s.
looking it up right now. Here it is. What is this shit? All right, I'll show you guys what we're talking about here. Yeah, I just found it. So this isn't sanctioned. This isn't sanctioned, so it doesn't really fully count. All right, look, there she is. She's obviously with the skirt on. This guy looks like Alberto fighting.
Oh,
I'm just fucking with
I
you.
didn't even do it, yeah.
But this looks like a
Hey,
pro
he
fight.
spoke on me earlier. I didn't even say shit.
This looks like a pro fight. There's a ref. All this. This is
Oh,
a real fight. So I was right. I knew I was fucking right.
so this is a real sanction. I mean, there's a ref, but
All you
that
have to
doesn't
do
mean
is
just
look her
refs
up.
and exhibitions, though.
There is.
Yeah,
All
I don't think it was sanctioned.
And look, you got people up on the apron.
Right.
She knocks
is
him out too.
She knocks him out.
That's what it says.
She knocked
That's
him
the
out.
YMCA.
Yeah, we gotta see that.
Man.
Look
They
at
just
the
they
title.
got
She
him.
knocked
They
him
got
out.
him out the pub.
No, I remember seeing this. I actually remember seeing this.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, let's go.
They got him out the pub, and they were like, "Hey, you think you could beat a professional fighter that's a girl?" And
Here we go. Look, he's
Yeah,
mauling
Mick
her.
said he
looks
was
like
an actor.
No,
clean
this is
out.
before.
Ass
No, he
boy.
fucking. This is what I'll do to
Dummy.
Alberto. This is what happens.
Aye,
to
this
Look,
is
Alberto.
before.
she's just timing him.
Look
Click
at the
it.
way he falls
There
back.
it is.
This is before she was even in the UFC or anything like
What
that.
year was this?
See, that was mean.
And that was real too. That's
Bro.
not fake. That's
No,
a
that's
No,
real.
he was
No.
really trying to whoop her
No, no.
ass.
Let's
Yeah.
find her.
Got his stupid ass
Oh,
knocked
I put
out.
this in the wrong way. Let's see.
Dumb motherfucker.
Let's see. Jermaine. Let's do box
And
rep.
trust me, that wasn't for $5 million.
Nah, hell no.
Hell no.
Oh, see,
He
there's no.
probably did it because he just thought he could beat up a. Oh man, no DV. So you're telling me I get no domestic violence? I'll do it.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't see. She doesn't even have a box rec.
He probably had all his friends there and everything
I
too.
don't.
Man.
How do we know this was sanctioned? Oops.
No, I don't think it was sanctioned, but
It'd be
it
some,
was,
it'd be somewhere.
like an exhibition.
She competes in the women's bantamweight division, the Iron
They put
Lady.
in Jermaine Durandamy,
Iron Lady.
Muay Thai or
Oh, she
something.
beat
and then
Julia
they'll come up.
Pena?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a dog.
Oh, she was the UFC champion.
Oh, I know who she is.
So
They say that she started to fight Amanda Nunes, but she'd
Here, let's
already
do
knocked
this.
out a man.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came from the UK, like
Yeah.
K1 fighting Muay Thai.
Randomly, what was the guy's name? Tom. Fuck was his name? Ah, fuck.
Tom Way, like
Just do
WAES.
Tom.
Yeah, something like that.
Ways, you sure?
Like AES, I think.
WAES.
Yeah.
I think I spelled it wrong. Look at this. Too many requests. It keeps doing that.
Too many concurrent requests. Huh.
Regeneration. The fuck? Okay. It doesn't look like it was a sanctioned bout, though. It doesn't look like it was a. I mean, BoxRec. Look, BoxRec doesn't have me on there, and I have videos of my fight, so it's not always,
Yeah,
correct.
BoxRec is not always 100%.
But they don't have her at all, and she's a. See, I wasn't a name. Like, she's a kind of a name, so you'd think she would be there.
BoxRec is about the if the sanctioning bodies actually report it like properly.
I
Like,
knew there was a woman who knocked out a man. Good, thanks, thanks, Mick. I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like,
I'm pretty sure she fought Holly Holm, and I know Holly Holm used to box and was sanctioned.
Yeah, Holly Holmes just returned back to boxing. I think she signed to MVP. Matter of fact, she is signed to MVP.
She beat Holly Holmes' ass.
Oh, she beat her ass? Damn.
See, here it's saying she just has an MMA record. It's not saying she even has a boxing record. So what was that we just saw?
That was her boxing.
Yeah.
That's what it's like an exhibition.
I think so.
It had to be an exhibition.
The Iron Lady. Yeah, exhibition. So.
Oh, that's how we got from Tank to Trans talking exhibition. Okay, I got it.
But this is the level of fight that Tank versus Jake is. We're looking up men versus women fighting in training.
Or
by the way, and he was 40 pounds heavier than her.
He was
40 pounds,
or
he was 40 pounds heavier than Anthony was. He was only like 140 pounds. He was close to 200, well 180.
And I'll be honest, the guy didn't look that bad. Like, he looked bad, but not like I've seen worse.
No, he looked like he probably had some like amateur fights or something.
He was trying to maul her, and she just fucking clipped him.
She kept her hands inside. She had that tight guard, and she came off that tight guard and just countered him.
That fight took place in 2007.
Huh?
2007, that fight was.
Okay.
Yeah, the camera looked like
it. Almost 20 years ago.
And she didn't get to the UFC till about 2016.
But Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is more like a Jake type fight. To see Tank confirmed versus Jake just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense if it's not an exhibition.
Why? He wants money.
It has to be an exhibition.
And he's looking at it as, I believe, a lower risk, but it might not be if he gets hit.
You say this don't make sense. This fight, this doesn't make sense.
This makes all the sense in the world.
This makes total sense. This is totally Tank. I mean, do anyone really consider him an actual boxer at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, I can't put that.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
He's not a boxer. He hasn't really done anything. If you want to be honest, Tank hasn't done absolutely anything in the sport of boxing.
That's absurd.
He got some belts. He was dominant.
It's because the skills that Tank has and he's displayed and what we think he could be and what he said before. But it's like these last couple years that Tank has had his head not in it. But we all thought that Tank was. We still say Tank is what, top 10 as far as skill, top 15.
From an eye test standpoint, yes, he has. From the eye test, he has skills. But if you're being honest with yourself, if you're being honest, anyone in the top 10. Well, I would say anyone in the top 5, because people used to have him top 5. I didn't understand that. But if you're a top 5, if you're considered maybe an A- to B+ fighter, you would make every Tank opponent look the way he makes his fighters look. I mean, 90% of his career has been showcase bouts. And you're placed in showcase bouts to look good.
Right.
Yeah. Marco.
But hold on. I want to respond to what David said here. Here it says it's too much of a weight difference.
Too much weight.
Okay, but
not a fight.
Zhilei Zhang just fought Deontay Wilder. They were 70 pounds apart. Wilder fought Fury. They were 60 pounds apart. There's a lot of fights where dudes are more. If Tank fights Jake Paul, let's say Jake Paul comes in around 190, 200. Tank comes in around 140.
Bro, Jake Paul is not even a fighter. Why are you even making a comparison,
because
man?
we're
He's not
talking
even a
about
professional
pounds.
boxer.
We're talking about. What do you mean? Yes, he is a professional boxer.
He's definitely a pro
He's
fighter.
not a
He's
professional.
absolutely a fighter. He's an inexperienced fighter, but
He's a licensed pro fighter. What do you mean?
Yeah. So
Dude,
the point is,
he's an amateur, man.
they sanction bouts that are even more weight difference than this. So I think they will.
But peep game. Let me be the mathematician.
Dude,
Division.
Sugar Shane
Real
Mosley
quick.
fought Shaq. What are we doing here?
Well, that was
Real
an
quick. Let me
exhibition.
be the mathematician. The reason it's different from like a Wilder and Zhang is it's a bigger percentage of weight jump. You feel me? Like if you're 135, going up that higher is like it's a bigger. Does that make sense? Just like the same reason that at the lower weight classes they're closer together, and then as you go up, the gaps get wider. It's about a percentage.
Oh, I get what you're saying, but still, no, you're right. And the frame of the person's body, you know, Zhang and Wilder are almost the same height. He's just
all those guys that you named are in the same weight class.
Right. I was thinking that too. That's true. But maybe they won't sanction it. But either way, this shit's happening.
Marco, remember Marco, Tyson versus Roy? That was supposed to be an exhibition, and that shit didn't look like an exhibition at all. They didn't have headgear. They didn't have huge gloves. You know, they went. Were they 2 minutes?
It was.
Or were they 3 minutes?
But guys, all exhibition means is that the state athletic commission does not sanction it.
Exactly.
It can be identical to all the pro rules. It just means it's not sanctioned. That's all it means.
Well, it depends on the contract, on what the rules are in the contract.
And we've always gone over this. There's no rules because when Tyson just fought Jake, they used 14-ounce gloves. There hasn't been there's never been a heavyweight sanctioned fight with 14-ounce gloves ever in history. And they just
Hey,
did
guess what though? I'm gonna watch this fight. I haven't watched the Tank fight in years.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this fight.
You should.
I said I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, just for the
it's a clown show. I mean, it's just official this time.
Somebody needs to go down.
I might go.
I'm gonna
watch it, but you know what? This proves me right what I've been saying, man. This is Eric Butterbean Esch versus Kimbo Slice, bro. You know, you got Lamont Roach, unfinished business. You got Devin Debo Haney, you got El Shakur Stevenson, and you got Teofimo Lopez out there, and he's not fighting none of these guys, bro. He's already 35 years old, and he's gonna take on an exhibition against Jake Paul. This proves me. I'm gonna watch it. But once again, Gervonta Davis is ruining his career. He's going down as an exhibition fighter, bro. You know, he's Butterbean.
That's why I mostly agree with you, but we got to make sense.
Gervonta Davis, hold on. Let's do this. Gervonta Davis is what's his record? He
Would
is.
you bet Gervonta Davis if he was fighting?
Hold on, he's 30-0. Okay, right, and he's 30 years old. Yeah. Okay, now let's pull up Andre Ward. Andre Ward, I believe, retired at 22, 32. Okay, so they're about the same.
Yeah, but Andre Ward had an injury, and he wasn't calling out people saying he could beat them like he was at the top of his career. He said, "Okay, I bowed out gracefully." Like,
well, my point is this: like, yeah, Andre Ward fought better fighters for sure, but they both kind of stopped fighting around the same age with around the same record. I guess the difference is, Tank did avoid the Shakurs and the Haneys and all that. So
I'm actually more disappointed.
Hold on, Tank retired? Hold on, wait a minute. You said you comparing him with Ward, so you telling me that Tank retired and he's fighting this guy off of?
No, we didn't say that. We just said that this kind of a fight basically is announcing retirement and stepping into like WWE.
So how much is Tank supposed to weigh? Is he going to meet him in that? Like, what's going on?
I'm thinking this is just my guess. I'm thinking he'll probably make Jake be around 175, 180.
I'm actually more disappointed at Lamont Roach though, man. I can't believe I'm disappointed in him. I'm disappointed because it's no way he thought that this fight was going to happen.
Why are you disappointed?
Why would he? Like the fact that he sat this long with that fire. He had fire on him.
Why do you think
he had a fight contract signed?
You need both parties to sign.
No. But Lamont Roach should have made a fight, man. Like as soon as.
Why would you? Hold on. You just.
Are you not going to wait for a Tank fight when you're getting?
That's fought a huge name to a draw. You want the biggest payday.
The bottom line
you want him to just run out and no.
No, listen. The bottom line
you're not going to do that.
If you get a draw against the A side, essentially in his building amongst his fans, you won the fight. And the fact that it was dragging on this long, you were hot. Lamont Roach was hot.
You
You know,
still
and
is.
he ain't make no money
You're
against
saying
Tank.
You're saying Roach should have turned down literally what probably would have been the biggest payday
No,
of his
it's not
entire
turning
career.
down the fight.
Exactly.
It's taking a fight. You see what
Well, if
what
you
Bud
take a
Crawford
fight, then
did in the middle of
that's
the
an
Earl
Allen is
excuse.
Spence.
doing some high level sparring.
That's
In the
just as
middle
good
of the
as
Earl,
this
in
is
the
some
middle of the
crazy
Earl
lawyer work.
Spence, in
You're
the middle
giving
of
him
the
an
Earl
out.
Spence
You're
negotiation. No, it's not an out. In
real
the
quick.
middle
No,
of
no,
the
no. Hold
Earl
on. You
Spence
do understand what I'm saying.
negotiation,
Let me
Bud Crawford
elaborate.
got a
Let me
fight.
elaborate a little bit, homie. Just give me like 10 seconds. You're if Roach took a fight when that is still out there, then you're giving Tank an excuse to quote unquote duck to not take the fight because I was gonna do the rematch, but Roach is busy. It's just stupid. It's bad business, in my opinion, to
Dude,
take that.
it's not bad business
It's not like
because
he's
in
been
the
out of
middle
the
of that
ring for 2
happening,
years or
Tank
something
got
waiting on
himself in
dude.
trouble. He got himself in
No.
trouble. He's been doing all types of crazy stuff. So Lamont Roach could have capitalized on that moment, got a bag, and been ready right now just in case, and then saw that, the Jake Paul's happened. Oh, I could have been having my third fight this year.
No, but
You're saying that in retrospect,
you
in
just
the
said it
moment.
yourself.
Yeah.
No,
You just said it yourself though. Like you're assuming that Roach is already getting, first of all, he's on a high. It's his biggest fight, right? So he had a draw. He's already calling for the rematch. The thing is, he's not the A side. So he's
Mhm.
assuming, and his team, what he's being told is the fight's going to happen. We were even excited. Oh, they posted it. There's a rematch. Oh, they posted it, and it gets postponed. It's not going to happen.
the
But it's
fight was
Tank who.
never. It
But
was
it's
never
Tank.
announced. It was never
Exactly.
official. It was never
Exactly.
official.
Exactly. So Roach is getting played like we're getting played. It's not on Roach. It's on Tank.
Exactly.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is he should have saw the writing on the wall. How did you go 6 months out, no official announcement, nothing, and you didn't decide to yourself, hey, maybe I should get me a fight in really quick.
No, because long as that opportunity for
And,
your biggest payday is floating out there, you got to wait on that. You got to be patient. You can't just.
Yeah. You
and
got
what
to
You know what I
No,
wait.
mean?
what
That makes no
opportunity
sense.
his
and what
biggest his
opportunity has he
biggest
lost
payday
though?
was
You got
What
Right.
Singles?
opportunity
what
has
I'm
he
saying.
lost?
His biggest payday, his biggest payday would have been a very next fight, no matter
What
who it was, because
opportunity
he's
Still
going
gonna
to
has
be
be
he
his
the A
biggest
side.
lost?
payday in his next
He
fight.
didn't.
You know what
The
you
dude
you know
didn't
what
make
Lamont
much
Roach
money
thinks,
against Tank
people.
anyway.
Duck.
You know what Lamont Roach is thinking.
Of course.
Okay.
But look at him. Told you, dude.
He's
That means
still
you knew the
popping.
whole time. Told you tells me
Everybody's
past
talking about
tense.
Tank Davis today, and guess what? They're also going to be talking about Lamont Roach. He's still
Right.
popping. He's still a hot name.
I
He's
mean,
still
Yeah,
attached to Tank.
No, but
I've
he's
seen
not.
multiple articles.
He's
I've seen multiple
he's not
articles
as
going
hot as he
viral
was
saying
coming off that fight.
Roach versus Shakur is the next fight up. There you
Exactly.
go.
That's
He
the
played
let's
his
be
fight.
cards
honest.
right.
Let's be honest.
Shakur's busy. There you
It
go.
should
So he
be.
can fight.
Global appeal. Nobody gives a fuck about Roach.
For real. For
Really?
real.
He's
No, but
small.
they
Not
give a
until he
fuck
got that
about
draw.
Tank. They give a fuck about Tank. So at the end of the day, guess what? You ducked me, and I'm gonna go fight the guy that you wouldn't fight. You ducked
Hmm.
both of us, and we're gonna
Like
fight each other. And I
think
beat
about
That's a
you.
great storyline. Yeah, I like that,
all of the
Mikhail.
upset fighters in history. Oliver McCall, and he actually got the win. Tank, this was a draw. Like people, they don't remember. They don't give a fuck. It's at the time. Whoa, 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 and then
No, he
fate
still has
dictates.
momentum. I think
Tank
you're
Davis.
tripping. He still has momentum.
Here's the thing. Tank Davis, outside of Canelo Alvarez, is the other face of boxing.
Facts.
I'm
Yeah,
attached to him. Okay. At the end of the day, he has plenty of fights that he can go make just off of that, just off of the triangle theory, just off of the fact that the whole world is going to be buzzing about Jake Paul, one
Triangle
of the
theory.
other faces of boxing, fighting Tank Davis, and I get to be in the background saying, "You ducked me, you ducked me, you ducked me, you ducked me, you ducked me."
true.
So
That's a fact.
I get to make money just off of that.
And Tank said he only had 5, 6
And
fights left,
and
and that
this
was like
this
3 fights
Tank
ago.
Davis face of the this Tank
Yeah.
Davis face of boxing is a myth. Also, guys
How?
ain't making their career paydays fighting
If you
Tank.
if you go if you go on the streets right now and you ask somebody's grandmother about boxing, the only names that she's gonna know are Canelo, Jake
If you
Paul,
can't
and
make your
Tank Davis.
career payday fighting Tank, he's not the face of boxing.
He did make his career payday fighting Tank. What are you talking about?
And
Yeah,
It's
he
so
was
only
did
because
causing
of
Most money
Floyd.
he
blowoffs,
ever
bro.
made.
It's only because of Floyd. If Floyd was not connected to Tank, the fights that Tank had, he probably wouldn't even have had those big fights.
or
That's
whatever the
true,
reason
but
was, Ryan made career payday. So did Roach. That's two
But
right
Ryan
there.
did it by
So did Frank
himself.
Martin.
Tank did it.
He did it by.
off
He
of.
was in the ring by himself.
Martin.
No, I'm saying like media, social media. Tank did
And by
it
the
because
way,
of the hate of Floyd.
I think if you ask somebody's grandmother, Jake Paul would be the only person that she knows.
Okay.
The only one.
Okay. Not somebody's grandma. If you ask the average person,
I think still Jake Paul, the only one.
Nah.
I think
we
people are going to watch this
underestimate-
fight because of Tank. They want
we
to see if
underestimate-
People know
Tank gets
Tank
knocked
Davis.
out.
We
People know
underestimate
Tank
how
Davis.
No, they're
unknown
watching this
boxing
fight
is
because of
globally.
Jake Paul, man.
We underestimate it because we're in it all the time. That's all we think about. But the average person,
I'm telling you, the average person, just average people talking. That's what they know. They know Mike Tyson, Canelo, Jake Paul, and Tank. They know Tank.
Tank is not as big as Anthony Joshua or Fury.
And
And
nobody knows who Anthony Joshua is in the
you can't
United
just say
States.
the other face of boxing is Tank. No.
the 93%
No one
knockout
knows who
ratio
Anthony
is
Joshua
true.
is in the United States.
But JTO, that's against lightweights.
Globally, I'm not talking about the United States. Globally, overall,
the biggest market in the
Well, that's
world
a
is the
different
United
question.
States. Who cares about the rest of the world?
Can I ask the panel something right quick?
Go ahead.
Which fight is bigger, Tank and Jake or Canelo Crawford?
Tank and
Canelo
Jake.
Crawford.
Tank and Jake.
Oh, you mean commercially? Yeah.
Fuck off.
I thought you meant to a
Mick,
boxing standpoint.
Mick, listen here, Mick. Not what's a better fight for
No.
boxing. What would get more views and more attention?
Yeah, what's
Unfortunately,
the bigger fight? They're both on
Definitely.
Netflix. What's the
we have
bigger
to
fight?
see. We have to see.
Tank and
I say
Jake
I gotta
I
give it to
say
Tank and Jake.
Canelo
Yeah.
I'm just
Crawford.
asking the
Canelo
panel. I'm
Crawford.
just asking
It
the
was so
panel.
more.
Nah, it's like isn't it a bigger fight than Crawford and Canelo?
I
Isn't
don't
it going to
know.
be
I mean,
more?
because Jake Paul last fight didn't really do that much.
Because he wasn't
Yeah,
fighting.
because that was
he's
Chavez.
trending
This
down.
is a way bigger star than Chavez.
So see, like,
Right.
see for that, would you see if at 175 they announced tomorrow Chavez versus Tank? Would you bet Tank?
say that again.
And
Would I pick Tank
at
what other
175?
fight? I mean, how many
Let-
outside of the Ryan Garcia fight? What other fight did Tank really do that created the buzz that makes him the face
all
of
of his
boxing? Like
fights.
I don't
Tank Roach. Isn't he constantly
Huh?
breaking gate records
All of
and
his fights.
like?
Every
All
time
of
the
them.
man gets in the ring.
Yo, Alan,
Dude,
I know you have a very skillful ladle over there to stir it up, but Tank, the numbers don't lie. The motherfucker gets views.
What
and it's,
numbers?
And it's,
What are we
hold
talking?
on,
What
hold on,
numbers are
hold
we
on, hold on,
talking
hold on. And it's clear because he gets knockouts. I mean, that's anybody that gets those knockouts is going to draw eyeballs.
Okay,
200,000
so
pay per
what
views.
numbers
That's the
are we
numbers.
talking about, Marco? What numbers are you talking about? Give me the
Pay-per-view
numbers. What
numbers?
numbers are you talking
All
about?
of his fights generate gates and viewership more than average, way more than average.
Dude,
Marco, that's bullshit.
this
It doesn't
we're
sell
living in a
200,000
world
pay per
of
views.
inflation, dude. You don't think
So you can
Canelo
inflate
Crawford's
selling
gonna
out an
break some
arena?
records?
How do you inflate selling out an arena?
Because the geek comps out. But
How do you
they
inflate
say these
selling out an
papers
arena?
ain't-
You fill the seats. There are no seats left. How do you inflate that?
Yep.
He's saying they gave away like they do at wrestling shows. Sometimes
No,
they gave away
I'm
free tickets to
saying
fill it up.
Maybe they
That's
do,
what he's
maybe
implying.
they
we're
don't.
living.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
What
But
I'm
there's a lot
telling
of
you is
arenas
that
are empty
we're living in a
or
time of
half empty or quarter empty.
inflation. So more than likely in this era, because of the prices, because of the rate of prices, we're gonna break a lot of records going in this new era because of the prices.
Oh, the
It's
We're not
an
prices.
talking.
inflated
Yeah,
market.
but
The
we're talking
market is
about also
inflated.
asses and seats.
We're talking about butts and seats. We're not talking about money made. I'm not talking about how
And
much money he made.
pay-per-views are
Okay,
by
so
view.
let's
Butts
Hold
and
on,
talk
hold
butts and seats.
on. Pay-per-views or viewership is measured on viewer, not how much each viewer spent. How many viewers? That
how
has
many
nothing to do with
viewers? That's
inflation.
it. How many people bought it?
And the
That's
Okay,
it.
reason the reason I asked this question is
let's talk
because
butts and seats.
they're both on Netflix and we're talking about the two faces of boxing. So who's gonna watch the two supposed faces? That's why I asked what's the bigger fight? Because it's Canelo and Tank. And everyone's saying they're both basically kind of spectacles because of the sizes. They're very similar, but you got two very skilled fighters and you got Jake, who's not skilled at all. But they're both kind of spectacle fights.
I guarantee you, I guarantee you that Canelo Crawford will generate way more money than than
See, I'm
than Tank
skeptical
and
about
Jake.
that. I'm skeptical.
Because
Do y'all hear anybody
thousands of
talk about
people
the
are
fight
going to
that's not
Vegas.
boxing?
They're gonna
Actually,
go. They
you know
spend
what?
money on hotels. They're gonna bet. They're gonna generate way more money than Jake. Nobody, like, who's the average person
Well,
that's gonna
let's not-
fly to Atlanta to see this?
Hold on, let's not. You can't
Oh,
really.
it's in
You don't
Atlanta.
calculate that. You calculate ticket sales and you calculate pay-per-views or viewership, whatever. That's what we.
Yeah,
stick
but
with.
I'm saying
Marco,
that it's
write
more
this down
complex
right
than that.
now.
I'm just saying
Write
it's
this
more
down
complex
right
than that.
now. From Allen, I guarantee that that Canelo Crawford does double the amount as Tank and Paul. Double.
In viewership,
Write that down. Write
In
that
what?
down.
Well, it's
Double the
not a
amount of
pay-per-view,
what?
so it would be
Double
viewership.
in what?
Marco, give me the pay-per-view number
Double.
for Tank.
They're
Go and get
both
it
on
out.
Netflix,
Double.
so they're both.
Double
Neither
in
one of them are
what? You
pay-per-views.
talking about viewership? You talking
Double
about
as in
buys?
and
Oh, it's
Buys.
all
Give me the
Netflix.
pay-per-view
Okay.
I'm
buys.
talking
So
about
viewership,
okay.
because Netflix is free.
No. Viewership. Viewership. Number one, viewership.
But
Gate
viewership's a
There
skewed
is
and
number,
no
eh?
commercial
way
advertisement.
Canelo or
What?
Crawford can outsell Jake Paul.
You're
No
crazy.
fucking way.
Yeah,
You're
no
crazy.
way.
I'm with
Canelo's
Hey,
Marco.
Marco,
It's,
can I
and,
ask you
and you
some?
add Tank Davis to
Write
it,
it
you're
down,
crazy.
man.
Exactly.
Hey,
Tank's
Marco. Hey,
Tank's
Marco.
sold no more than 300,000 pay-per-views apart from Ryan Garcia. That's the only fight. Canelo's
Mexico's not showing up for Jake Paul versus Tank, buddy.
Exactly.
correct.
Canelo's selling
No,
millions.
everybody else is. The whole rest of the world. Guess what? I actually work in a boxing gym. You know why kids are coming into boxing gyms?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, bro.
Yeah, but kids don't pay
Kids
money.
are
Kids don't
coming
have thousands of dollars to spend
that
on going to
It's
tells
not a
Vegas.
It's not a
they don't
pay-per-view.
know anything about boxing. They're coming into gyms and they want to fight because of Jake Paul.
Yeah, but kids don't spend money.
Who
That's what
cares about
matters.
kids spending
They're
money?
That's
very
what matters to
spend money.
promoters and
Well, that's how you grow
all
the
the people
sport over the
involved.
long
Their
term. That's
parents.
how you
We're not
grow the
talking about
sport
growing the
in
sport
young
though. We're talking
fans.
about commercial success. I'm
I'm
just
talking
telling
about
you in
when the
absolute
commercial is
terms.
the face of the sport. The face
only
of the
way-
sport. Kids in the 90s wanted to box because of Mike Tyson. Why? He was the face of the sport.
The only way we can measure this, since that they're both on Netflix, will be viewership. And if you think,
There you go.
Alan, podcaster Alan, that they're going to get double the amount
No, you can also
viewers, you're nuts.
you can also measure commercial advertisement because the way that they're going to be able to pay for this fight is through commercial advertisement.
Right.
No one
So
got
that's
on
going to be the
Netflix until
measurement.
Jake Paul. This
You're
wasn't a
gonna
model until Jake Paul.
And those numbers aren't going to be out. We got to stick with viewership. That will be out.
Also,
Yeah,
Well, who
Marco,
cares
is
about it?
important
Now
context.
it's a model. So now we have a measurement.
Marco, it's
But it
also
wasn't a
important context
model
that
until
those.
Jake Paul. He's the
It's not
reason
about
why
who
we have
did it
boxing
first.
on
Wait, hold
Netflix.
on.
Go ahead.
But
Let Mo
it's
finish.
not
Let
about
Mo
who did
finish,
it
guys.
first.
Hold on. Let Mo finish.
I was just gonna say that it's important to know that Netflix notoriously does not make their viewership stream numbers none of that shit is public. None of that shit is public. So they can put out,
That's not
but
true.
they can put out.
Tyson
That's not
Paul
true,
public.
Mo.
Yeah, but they can put out whatever. There's no
Oh, you're saying they're
third
going to lie.
party.
Well, okay. If
They
you're
Yeah,
going to
could.
lie,
no
I'm
way to
not saying they're
verify it.
gonna, but they could.
well,
They could.
okay, but
But both events are going to be on
Mo,
Netflix. So why
Mo.
why would they lie against
Right,
each other?
right.
Yeah.
Netflix
themselves.
didn't even tell the people shows how
Mo,
much they fucking watch it. That's a fact.
Was it fact?
Marco.
That is a fact. Netflix, see if you've got a show on Netflix, they didn't tell you how well that's gone. They didn't tell you how many
Marco.
Oh yeah,
people
they
are
don't
watching.
even. Yeah, I
They
understand what
didn't
you're
tell
saying.
you
They don't
fuck
even tell
all.
you if it's your content. Yeah.
Marco.
But then again, Tank made up all these numbers and then
Marco, can I get in real
on
quick?
you go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mo, you're actually incorrect on Netflix. No one is holding their numbers accountable. They're publicly traded company, bro. They cannot lie to shareholders on viewership.
Aha.
No, they cannot.
But you
lie
and I
on
aren't.
membership.
You and I aren't shareholders. I don't know if you know
So
that,
we're not
Alberto.
privy
At
to
least
it.
I'm
What are you
not.
talking
Yeah,
about? They
I'm
put
not a
out
shareholder.
numbers.
So
They
he's
would get
saying
their
he's.
pantsuit
I've
off.
seen them put out numbers, Mo. I don't know what's talking
Bullshit.
about.
No. Yes, they can put out numbers, right? But they are not. There's no. Okay, it's not like a paper. Like when you do a pay-per-view, right? There's pay-per-view. There's a company that tracks all that stuff. That's apart from the promoter. That's apart from the distributor. That's apart from all that shit. So there's more accountability. Whereas there's no. Netflix is Netflix. You get what I'm saying? Like they're doing all of
That's
that
what he's
shit. They
telling
can
you.
Right.
put
You're
out
saying
whatever
there's no
numbers
third
they
party
want.
verification. There's no way to check the
There
numbers.
is a
Yeah,
third
they can
party
say whatever the fuck they want.
There is
No,
a
they
third party
can't.
verification. It's called the SEC. They're a publicly traded company.
They only
cannot
tell
lie
you how
on
many
Netflix.
people
That's how I know
have
these dudes
bought
don't have
a
investment.
package. Do you think that they've got? Do you think they're reporting every fucking every episode of a TV program to the SEC?
Why are you talking about packages?
No, they like whatever. So if you sign up for like £6 or $7 or whatever, that's your membership. Yeah, that's what it costs for Netflix or something. That's what they report. They didn't report how much each TV program has done or what episodes been watched. That's who's going to be doing that?
Damn,
Like,
you get
every
Netflix for
fucking
$6 or
day.
$7. Hey, shout out to you. It's much more than that over here.
We gotta
I
all live with
it's
fucking
actually
Mick.
less than that.
Damn, Mick,
But-
6 or 7?
T-Mobile.
I mean, they probably their minimum wage is probably 35 cents an hour.
But like, come on, do
say
you
what?
think that somebody's sitting there fucking counting, like they're telling this company because it's a public traded company how many episodes somebody's watched the fucking any program? No.
Yeah, they
Like-
don't release those
they've got 13
that
watchers to
information.
Yes, they do. You ever heard of shareholders meetings, bro?
Okay, what are the
Let's say
numbers
you're
then?
not
Since they
informed
released
on the
them, okay, report them. Report them to me then. Report them to me.
Google it.
That's nothing to do with
Bro,
boxing.
I'll
Yeah, go
post
Google
the
it,
link.
Alberto.
You can Google it
Do it,
yourself,
Alberto.
bro.
Well, you can do.
17
Well, you're the one
viewers of
saying that
Dragon
they
Ball
do it,
Z.
so go ahead and tell me. Tell
Yeah,
us.
Google it.
Numbers for Tyson.
Tell us. You Google it. I'm not gonna do
I
your
don't
work
have
for
it
you,
on
motherfucker. Go
standby
do your
on
research
me,
for
but I know
you.
that's available. I've seen
Hey,
it.
it's your
I'm
argument,
looking it up
motherfucker.
right
You do
now.
the research.
All right, hold up, real quick. I'm gonna say this to back up.
60 million households, which is not that's household, not views, because that's obviously
Not viewers. Yeah.
Yeah,
To back
because
up Mick's point. Yeah.
Oh wait, and also here we go. 65 million concurrent streams, meaning at the same time they were streaming. Record break.
Okay.
I just
But
hit
they
it.
say comedians, real quick. Comedians do say that Netflix won't even tell them how much like streaming numbers they're doing because they don't want you to be able to negotiate based off your views. So I don't know, man. I'm somewhere in the middle. I tend to lean on Mo's side that they're not
No,
being
they're not
transparent
telling-
with the shit.
So
So
what-
they're
not
not. This is
telling
the
Joe
thing. They're not
Rogan-
being
they're
transparent.
not
But if
telling
they
Joe
come
Rogan
out
what
with
his
numbers,
special
they're not going to
does.
lie.
They're not
Yeah,
going to fucking be
that-
telling.
hold on. That's leverage. They're not going to tell you, oh, the new season of You got played 1 billion times. But what they do tell you is the number of subscribers. That's called growth. That way people, they can
That doesn't mean
justify the
somebody's
stock
watching
being
your
raised.
clown.
Right. That means they sub to the platform, not that they're watching a particular
No,
show.
but
That's
said
completely
I'm
different.
saying
5
when
million
Jake Paul,
concurrent streams. That was
when
65
MVP
million people streaming
wait,
the
hold
fight.
on. Let me land the plane. When Jake Paul puts out those numbers in MVP, they cannot by law falsify those numbers.
Can't lie.
Can
They
I ask a quick
cannot.
question?
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question? So how do they rate the views? Do you have to watch the show or the stream for a certain amount of minutes, or if you just tune in,
That's a really good question, but
how do they
unfortunately,
judge that? If I
they
watch
don't
it the
tell
first
us
5
that.
minutes and
don't
cut
know
it off,
that.
Buy a
does
pay
that
per
count?
view and you don't watch it. We don't know.
That we don't know.
It's still a
That we
pay per
don't
view
know.
buy.
But
So
I'll
we
say
don't
one
know if
thing.
you don't watch the whole damn
I'll say
thing.
one thing. Katie Taylor and Serrano broke records, and we all know that's because people were just waiting for the Tyson fight. But that had mad people watching too.
Yeah. You could have
You know.
put me up there and I would have got 100 million views. Like people were just there
Because
for Paul
that's
and
the
Tyson.
power of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, do you have to watch the show for a certain amount of minutes or time for them to count that you've actually watched it, or how do they count
No,
that?
I don't think so. That's how
believe that.
YouTube works.
I know
but
in
I don't think so.
YouTube, like I get paid for like these pay me more because you guys, if somebody watches it longer, like the longer the viewers engage, the more YouTube pays.
Yeah, Marco, I've been getting hella ads on your lives now, so I know like they're starting to put more ads on your shit, so that's good.
Oh, more than usual?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot.
Okay, good.
Likewise.
So if they're not paying you more, you better hit up YouTube.
I mean,
your shorts are popping up too more.
Thank you. Yeah, now the shorts have been always doing well, but the shorts pay like 300 times less.
But this is the thing, Marco. This is the thing, Marco. Ever since in the last like 3 weeks that you have started using the Zone's content, started promoting their cards and started doing current fights that are going on, you're in the algorithm way more.
Yeah, your shit's booming, Marco.
I will say that.
Yeah, that's good. I hope I see the. Yeah, I'm about to do the Moses fight. It was only a round, but I'm gonna do that one too. Fuck it, why not, right? And now we're gonna have limitless content. With Crawford, Canelo, and then now this fucking Tank and Jake Paul fight.
Just I made three shorts about Tank. Each one of them did 1,500 plus, just on a random side. Like
Hey,
Well,
shout out Mikhail.
speaking about Moses, like, does anybody what's next for him?
Hopefully Usyk before Usyk retires.
I bet
You think he gets
That's
Usyk
where I'm at with
next?
it.
Here's what I think. I think it should be Kabayel, Moses, and then the winner gets Usyk. But I don't know if Usyk's going to wait around for that.
Yeah, I'm just afraid he's going to retire before, and
I
all
don't
the
think
belts are
Usyk
going to be
will
splintered.
Usyk should fight Parker, and then after he beats Parker, Kabayel and Moses fight, and Usyk retires fighting the winner of that. That'd be dope. There'd be like
Marco,
no stone to be unturned.
That's
Marco, do
ridiculous.
you want
That's ridiculous.
Marco?
Come on.
Stir
Ridiculous.
that pot in LA. Stir it. What?
Marco, do you want Usyk to pass the torch to Itamwa, or why do you want that fight so bad next? I feel like it's kind of rushing it.
I do not believe in torch passing.
Thank you.
I want that fight, not Itamwa, either Kabayel or Itamwa, whichever one wins, because those are the only two that show excitement, show knockouts, and that Usyk hasn't fucking beat.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I want the fight mainly because Usyk is about to retire, and I say that to say this: that we went 25 years as old fans without a undisputed heavyweight champion. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to go another 25 years. So it's just either one wins. I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, Moses
they're gonna break these belts up after Usyk gets done with his run. They're gonna break these belts up.
Hey,
exactly. I'm not trying to see it. I'm trying to avoid that.
Break him up.
Do y'all think he goes undefeated?
Who?
Do you think there's anyone who can beat Moses? Right? Do y'all see anyone who can beat Moses?
Oh, that's way too early to say. Not in the current landscape. Very few. Yeah, there's a couple people who
anybody
could.
can beat at heavyweight. It's heavyweight.
That's
it's one
true,
punch.
That's true.
One punch can change it.
Shit.
It's just kind of dry with the young fighters right now. So from that perspective, he's the best prospect / contender. Young guy, but I can't say that nobody could beat him.
I hope that Moore is able to get some traction. Obviously we got a
big baby.
Jared Anderson let us down to a degree right now. I just
but he's not done yet, Mikhail. He could still.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm a little closer to the situation, so I know something that like I can't say everything, but like, bro,
I think he's done.
Bro wasn't. He
didn't let us down. They just rushed him. He shouldn't have been in the fight with Bakoli.
No, he did. That's the thing, though. They told him not to take the fight, but it was like it was factored outside of box. It like basically like I mean,
he needed some cash flow.
I feel what you're getting at. I can read between the lines.
He saw opportunity to change not just his life, but everybody's life around him, and basically the figurehead that he is in like his neighborhood and his family, like. He was everybody's opportunity to change life. So everybody around.
But Mikhail, it's not the Bakoli fight that worries me about Anderson. It's the fight after.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't like he made enough of a bag now that it's like, bro, that's what I came to boxing to do. Almost a Tank situation, but he's at least honest about it. Like that's what I came to boxing to do was to make this bag. We've kind of made the life-changing bag. I'll stick around maybe to make some more money, but I don't love it like that type thing. You know what I mean? Like this takes a lot, bro. Like, bro, I don't make.
He might fight Jake Paul next.
I don't make no bread for real, bro. And the sacrifices, the amount of sacrifice that it takes, and you have to make, bro. You see guys all the time just stop coming to the gym, or I'm about to take. As soon as you hear a guy be like, "I'm about to take a break, bro. I got to get my mind right." You know, he gone. It's over with. Like he gone. He ain't coming back.
Okay.
And even if he do come back, it's because he down bad and he trying to make something shake and he knows he can fight. You know what I mean? Like you don't love the sport.
Well, they at the end of the day, they rushed him. I mean, I felt like he got exposed against Charles Martin, and so to go into that.
I mean, they definitely they rushed him, but not really. Like because that's what I'm saying. Top Rank told him don't take the fight. Bob Arum told him don't take the fight.
Which fight, Mikhail?
The Bakoli fight. His coaches were like, bro, don't take the fight. There was things that he needed to work on that they were telling him, like, bro, you have gaps in your game. But Turkey was over there like, bro, I'll change your life. Take this Bakoli fight from me. I'll change your life. And it was like, he was like, you know what, bro? And then he got other people outside of boxing in his ear, like, damn, you know what we could do with the millions, bro? Like, you need that, like, you know what I'm saying? So between the endorsements, because he didn't, like, the purse wasn't, like, crazy, but it was between the endorsements, the purse, and a lot of other things that he was able to do that rode on that fight. He's able to change his life.
But Mikhail, that's the same reason we don't want to rush Itama, because we don't want a repeat of Big Baby Anderson to happen. Like at the time, Jared Anderson was knocking shit out. He was being compared to.
But Alberto, man, like if Otama is doing interviews crying that it's too much pressure, and I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm saying, it's not. I don't know if it was necessarily because he was green and not ready. It's just his.
Yeah, so that's not a 1-for-1 comparison.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say, Marco. Like, bro, he didn't want to, like, he wasn't when he woke up in the morning, he wasn't like, I want to be the greatest in the world. I want to be the next Tyson. I want to be the next Ali. It was just like, bro, I'm just want to do this to make as much money as I possibly can.
And that's a way out. Like I've been through that. I don't know if you've ever been in that mind frame, Mikhail. Sometimes when you're not feeling like you want to do it, you start coming up with reasons why you don't, instead of just being like, I don't, because boxing is weird, because when you're a fighter and when you're those days that you come to the gym and you don't want to get in there, your mind starts playing with you. Like, are you a pussy? Like, are you scared? Like, all of us have those thoughts. All of us, even a little. You know what I'm saying? Then you start coming up with reasons why you don't want to, instead of just being like, yeah, I don't feel like getting punched on today. Like, it's not normal to get punched on. It's just not.
Marco. Yeah, that can never be the answer, right? It can never just be you don't want to get punched in the head.
Right.
That's the thing about having a good team around you and having good people around you, is like being able to be like, bro. Well, I mean, there's been days where I literally sparred and my coaches just yanked me out the ring because it's like, you're gonna get hurt, bro. You don't want to be here.
People don't want to be. People don't realize, like, that's why
you just doing it because you feel like you're expected to, because it's spar day.
You're like you're supposed to be there.
Boxing.
I mean, but some people love the gym though.
Nah,
I mean, that's the thing though.
Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on. The gym is one thing, right? Punching, getting those endorphins released.
I love the gym.
Sweat, that's one thing. But going in and actually throwing punches, because not only do you not want to get hit on, but every time you're
hurting somebody,
it's a reflection of you. So let's say Mikhail has a bad sparring day, and there's people in there seeing it that don't know him for the first time. Like, all that shit's constant reflection, and it's like it's sparring. It has a bunch of layers. It's not just that you don't want to get hit on. You don't want to look back. Sometimes you're questioning yourself, and then this just enforces it. Like, oh yeah, I guess you know what I mean?
There's been days I've thrown my gloves off, hopped out the ring, just like just bad sparring days.
I mean, you're on some sports psychology shit. I feel it, but real quick, we're an hour in. Pause for the cause. Pump the raffle. Pump the Discord.
Discord raffle. Okay. Well, as you fellas know, we do have a Discord. I never have the link ready. We do have a Discord. Does everybody know what Discord is? I believe most people do, right? Discord,
yes, sir.
Is basically like a all
big ass group
chat party line, right? Where we could talk. So here it is in the chat. Please join the Discord. I don't really know what it takes. You just hit a button, right, and join. Right? Is that all it takes? And then we could talk. You guys could leave, pictures, videos, chats, whatever, all hours. A lot of you guys are in different time zones in different countries. And then, of course, the raffle. We are raffling off these 8-ounce Grant gloves, 1998 Pro Fight gloves, very rare. $10 to this PayPal or this Cash App. Remember to put your name and specify Grant gloves.
Marco.
Yo.
That's why I feel like earlier I kind of agree with Ness. Like, other than Dillian White, who has Moses beat?
Who cares?
Like, let's be honest.
Who cares?
Who cares?
What's the difference?
That's how a career is developed. One minute you're saying bring him along slowly. The next you're saying who did he beat?
I'm saying there's levels, so like we can slowly progress them.
Okay, but listen to me. The dude's about to retire, Usyk. He's beaten everybody in the division, some of them twice. And the only couple that he hasn't beaten are super fucking boring, right? And have very little chance. Why not get somebody who's exciting and might? Why not? That's what I don't get. Why not?
Throw off his whole trajectory of his career, possibly?
I don't care who a 20-year-old beat at this point. Like, it really don't matter.
Maybe it would throw off his career. Maybe you're right.
Losing to who a lot of people say is an all-time great, and then he retires. That's not going to throw off your career.
Go there. What are the options? Right, the options are he goes in, he loses to one of the greatest to ever do it. Okay, that's not going to,
No, I'm saying, Marco, if he gets knocked out,
or he wins, and he becomes an overnight Superman.
Mm-hmm. So I think sort of like Canelo did after he lost with Floyd, correct?
Completely ruined, because that happens in boxing.
Say it again. Everybody talk at once. Go ahead, one of you.
I was saying that that's similar to what happened to Canelo when he lost to Floyd, correct?
No.
Word. Good
Yes.
comparison.
But
Good
nobody
analogy.
thought Canelo was going to get knocked out going into that fight. He was the bigger
Who is
dude.
Usyk stopping at heavyweight?
Yeah, except Dubois.
What
Yeah,
you
that's a
he's
good point.
stopping
Okay,
shit.
Dubois.
Did anybody thought Canelo was going to knock Floyd out?
Some people did. Canelo fans, yeah, because Canelo was a bigger dude and harder puncher and younger.
Yeah.
People looked at the youth.
Even back then, when I was like under 18, I still wouldn't have picked that. Even though back then I wanted to see Floyd lose. I love him now.
Honestly,
He's the man.
look, if I'm Usyk's manager, Usyk is so great, but if you look at the people he's beat at heavyweight, they're all older, around almost out of their careers.
He's
So if
kind of older
Usyk,
too,
if
He's
though.
older than
but look,
everybody he fight.
but if
He's older
Usyk really
too.
wants to be great, if I'm his manager, I'm going, hey, go ahead, beat Parker because he's still one of the younger ones out of the older group. But then if you
I hear
take
you.
on, a Tama or a Cole, like you take on one of
I
those
say,
guys,
I
a
say you
young
kill the
guy,
young buck early. Yeah, smoke the
that's
young
what,
buck early.
because they're always going to say all the people you beat were already at the end of their career.
There you go.
Chump him down now. If you can, chump
Yeah.
him down now.
I don't know.
Big
Like
brother his ass.
you brought up
That's what
Ness.
you
I
should
don't know
do.
what his problem was with Tom. Obviously, he didn't. He had an agenda, which is not liking Atama. But if in a perfect world, I do think it should be Caballel versus Atama. Winner gets Usyk. In a perfect world, right?
Yeah, Usyk is injured right now, so he got time. I mean, they got time to do
That's a
that. Yeah.
perfect world right there. Caballel deserves it more than Parker, in my opinion. You guys know, although on paper Parker deserves it because he beat those three PTSD infested dudes.
Oh,
Well, okay. Wilder's PTSD, Zhang and Bacoli are just love eating mad snacks, whatever. But so to me those wins don't hold as much water. But on paper, I know they look great. But Caballel knocked off all these rising stars. Sanchez, that fucking Russian bear dude. Like he deserves it.
I like what you're saying, Marco, but I would say like one more fight for Atama and Caballel. Like give like Caballel like a Bacoli and give Atama maybe like a
Right, but the problem
you
is
know what I mean? And then
We don't have
Usyk and
time, homie.
Parker, and then
everything's
We don't
on
have
the
time.
because
Jeopardy
they're
clock.
so young, they
Everything's
are
on the
so
Jeopardy
young.
clock.
Yep.
True.
I don't
You know
want
what
to
I
see
mean?
Like you said,
25
maybe
years without undisputed, man. I'm not trying to see that again. I lived through it.
Marco.
So
CJ mentioned that Usyk is out on injury or whatever. So apparently the WBO gave Usyk a deadline for when he needs to start negotiations with Parker. Otherwise, they're going to strip him. And that injury, quote unquote, is what they reported to WBO to get an exemption to push that date back. So if he does fight Itama, my guess is it's more than likely they're going to strip him and give that belt to Parker. Whoever Usyk fights, it seems like they're getting ready to strip
Sounds
him.
like going to strip him either way. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's either he fights Usyk right now or that's not going to happen. And from
who's
what I
that's going to
understand,
strip him?
WBO.
It would still only be one sanctioning body as opposed to if Usyk retires, they all got to spread out. So it'd still be better than nothing.
Spread out.
But the WBO is known for that, like stripping somebody super early. Didn't they do that when Usyk won the damn undisputed? They did that with Crawford, right? When he won they stripped him within
Wrong
like a
sanctioning
month.
body.
Like the Hustler Club. You got it.
No, that's the IBF.
Yeah, I thought it was the IBF too.
Okay.
Marco makes a good point. I love hearing
right, because that's the one Boots got.
Exactly,
it was IBF.
Marco makes a good point. I love hearing that. It's definitely the buzz fight division. The buzz between Parker will be night and day. Parker arguably deserves his shot. That I get. Yeah, he arguably, but like what Parker. I mean, when you lose to Joe Joyce, I don't want to. Come on.
You said that's
a good hat to lose to, Marco.
Hell no.
What?
At the time, he wasn't like the juggernaut, and he was like knocking.
That's what they were calling him. But I from Jump Street was like, this dude is super robotic, super slow, super unskilled. He's just big, and he's not even that big. Like Anthony Joshua was just as big as him. Like he's big, but he wasn't even that big considering his contemporaries.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, Marco. Way off subject, but just real quick, we got a love connection going on the Discord.
What's happening?
What the fuck?
I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a
Jackie?
male and a female. It's not nothing tooty, but yeah.
Jackie and who?
Hey man, let them live,
I
man.
ain't
Don't
saying
put
that
people
Shout
shit.
out to
business out
Yaya,
there,
Come
man.
man.
Automatically
on,
assume.
CJ, you don't bring it
Hey
up.
man,
Shout
don't
out
put
to
people
Yaya.
business out there, man. Let them live in the
Who?
chat.
Jackie and who?
Let them live. Hey, Jackie's a staple anyway. Don't do that.
Hey, Mo said it. I'm not saying shit.
Mo said it?
Hey, back to
Oh, no,
back to
now I'm
boxing.
looking this up because we
Back to
got.
Yeah, now
boxing
we
because
gotta
it's
get
getting messy.
is it
And
Hey, it's
Jackie and
getting
Mo?
messy.
You know what would be
It's
dope
getting
if they ended
messy,
up getting
gang.
married or whatever. They met here. That's
That'd
a
be
story.
crazy. I was playing wingman. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, I was
I
with
don't
it.
see Mo saying shit.
Hey, but to
No,
bring
no,
it
he
back
said
to
it. He said it out
boxing,
loud just a second ago. He said it
Oh, I
out
didn't
loud.
hear
You
it.
missed.
Mo and
I
said
did.
Oh,
You can see
Jackie
the
and Mick.
playback.
who?
Jackie and Mick.
No, I
No,
doubt
no,
that.
that ain't it.
Oh,
That'd be
You don't even
crazy.
understand. You
Yo,
Damn,
know,
y'all
calm
like
being
down.
I'm talking to
messy as
Romeo. I'm talking to
hell,
Romeo.
yo.
Like
Y'all
what?
being messy
And
right
this is
now.
hey,
like
men
young
got
and the
some versus
restless, man.
women.
What I done
I
walked
only
into?
mentioned it because Jackie said we FaceTime earlier, so it was obvious. So it just got me.
Who? Just
Yo,
say it.
that's
Who?
crazy.
FaceTime too.
Yo, y'all gotta
I said it
relax
already,
right
Marco.
now,
Man,
yo.
this is. I'm
Just tell me
listening.
who, and
I'm
we'll move
listening
on.
to
We don't have to talk.
Bold and the
But who?
Beautiful up in here, man.
Yo, man.
FaceTime too. Quick, and then we'll move on.
I don't know, champ.
Oh
I
my
don't even
God! Why
know.
would you
There
bring
you
it up
go.
and then say you don't know?
Yeah, that's like some.
What the fuck? Who?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
Hey, yo,
We
that's
got to
keep
keep
it.
the
onion shit.
storyline going. Yo, it's like pro wrestling.
Corny.
You got to give them a little at a time.
Jackie,
Keep the
what are they
storyline
talking
going.
about? Because
Hey,
she's
yo,
clearing up
hey,
now.
yo,
Tune
Marco.
in.
Hey,
Tune in to Raw
Marco.
next week.
Hey, Marco.
What's up?
If AJ turned down Jake, do you think the Ward fight is possible since they doing all these like exhibition type fights?
You mentioned that earlier. Yeah, it's still on the table, right? Yeah. I would love to see it.
But do you think AJ would take it though?
Against who again? I'm sorry.
I do.
Ward,
I would hope so.
Andre
He's not
Ward.
the type to
Wait,
duck too
Marco,
much.
What's up?
who lives in like Georgia? Because ain't she from Georgia? So it has
She
to be
is in
someone like
Georgia.
nearby
Yeah.
on the East Coast.
Well, that doesn't mean she could just be talking to somebody from a different part. You know what I mean?
No, but what's the point of the long distance if you're never gonna see them?
I don't really get it. I don't even know if they're kidding right now. I don't know what's happening. But Jackie, if you'd like to talk, if you'd like to tell us, put it in the chat. If not, we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on her or
But yeah,
the
although
gentleman.
CJ did, he's now pot stirring CJ right here.
I had to do that. It's good for the channel.
You stole Allen and fucking Jay's ladle and started stirring.
Yeah, that's cheesy, man.
Yo, don't try to slide in when the first dude bring it. That's like
Again, if
somebody
she
trying to
didn't
give
bring it
up
up,
Drake.
herself, I would have never mentioned it. But
Hey man,
Anyway,
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, gang.
there you go, champ.
so wait, what did you just say before that?
Do you think AJ would actually take the Ward fight?
Yeah. Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not fight somebody 56? No, not 56. Excuse me, 75 pounds lighter, retired, fucking 8 years or whatever. Yeah. Why the
Hey, he's
fuck
still
not?
only 41 though. He's my age, 84.
60 pounds lighter, 75 pounds lighter, older, inactive, and like 6, 7 inches shorter. Yeah. Or maybe 5 or 6 inches shorter. But yeah, why not?
Who's at the
And you,
recycling center?
yeah, facts.
Yo,
I mean,
I do that. I take my son to recycle shit. I teach him how to earn money.
No, it ain't a diss. It ain't a knock to people that do it. It's
No,
just,
I know
you
that. I
gotta
know
mute
that. I
up.
do it. That shit is grimy though. That shit is grimy and it
You
stinks.
be seeing rats over there, huh, Marco? Like they have like
Nah, I'm
roaches
in
and rats.
Connecticut. Nah, no rats. It's just mad long lines. Like sometimes, so we go either late or like before 5. Because if you go like after between 5 and like 7, when people, it's fucking mad lines. I'm like, I'm not doing this. But he made like 40. We almost made like $40 for him. That's good. So 12. You know.
Oh,
Marco,
at
what's
12,
the
you're lit with 40.
Yeah.
What's the rats like where you at compared to New York?
We don't have rats here. I got mice, a mouse infestation in this house, which is insane to me.
Wait, Marco, how
The
many
other
rats you
day,
got?
all jokes aside, the other day, my wife wakes me up at 4 a.m. I look over, and my cat has a mouse in its mouth, staring at me live.
Luckily, you
Bro.
got cats, man.
The cat, yeah, and that shows you how bad it probably is. These motherfuckers are running around with 2 cats. If we have 2, the cat just, and then so my wife's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "I'm scared of mice." Like, I'm like, "You're handling this. You wanted to move here." So she ended up picking the cat up. The cat had the mouse still in his mouth. Opened the door, shook the cat. The mouse dropped out the mouth and ran out the door.
oh my.
We didn't know what else to
Bro.
do with it. Like, we don't want to kill it. Like, we're not.
Okay.
So I moved from New York City to deal with that here. Infestation. That's the 12th or 13th mouse that we've either caught or.
Sounds like plumbing issues.
Well, the weird shit was 8 months. We live here a year now. First 8 months, nothing. My son broke a window by mistake in the basement. Open for like a week. So we assumed that's where they all got in. That's when we saw the mice. Okay, the windows fixed. We caught 12 of them, and we didn't see any activity for like 10 days. And then, boom, they came back.
Yeah,
So at this point, I'm like,
they're underneath the house, Marco.
but how are
They're
they getting
underneath the
in?
house.
If they don't get, so why do? Okay, somebody can help me out here. We catch 12. We don't see any for 10 days. There's no holes, right? The windows repaired. How they? Why didn't we see
That's
any
when the mama mouse was laid up about to give birth, and now you got the new generation. You got the next generation of mice.
Well, if there were still holes, then why didn't we see shit for 8 months until that one broken window? This one I don't get. It doesn't make sense to me. And the landlord came around. We're
No, they once they got in, they found a spot in the house to reproduce, and now they're chilling somewhere.
100%. Yeah,
once they find a spot, they're gonna find a different way to get in once it gets blocked.
Yeah.
Right.
Take a look at a dime, Marco. That's how big of a hole a mouse needs to squeeze in.
So you think that they got in, they left their scent everywhere, and now they're just keep. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Your house has become a mouse fuck house.
Yeah.
Because
There's a whole lot of mouse
they
fucking in your
reproduce.
house.
So they're not like bees. It's not like one queen. It's multiple that's producing at one time. So it happens
that's
so
why we're
fast.
moving. That's one of the reasons too. I mean, want to get the fuck out of Connecticut, but that's another reason why we're moving. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. Look at CT. See that CT?
Yo, you living in the wrong part of Connecticut.
Mouse.
Hey, someone's getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, it's CT. I had to mute you, CT, because you were popping off feedback. Yeah, so like, I can't. If that's really what it is, if mice can get into any house that they want to at all times, that's a problem. Like, I don't believe that. There has to be holes. Houses just don't have random holes. Otherwise, there'd be water leaking in.
No, they don't need to get in. They're already in. You're missing that part. They're already.
We caught 12 of them. At one point, we're going to kill them all.
Hey, once they start reproducing, you can't. There's no limit.
That's what you think the 10 days was just like, how come nothing for 10 days?
Because they were reproducing and hiding.
There you go.
You guys are grossing me out, man. I hope that's not.
So think about it. If you demolish some of the family, right? They're going to reproduce and try to build back up stronger before they go back out where the danger is.
That makes sense. There you go.
You guys.
That's a good explanation.
Grosser. Well, whatever. I'm out of here. That's fucking close. Like, picture. I'm scared how many mice there really are because we have 2 cats. Picture we don't have any cats. They would be just having straight up house parties.
I think 50, Marco.
You think what?
You have 50 mice.
Ew. Why would you say that?
I mean,
That's just as reliable as Netflix streaming numbers. 50 mice. It's just as reliable. No, but Marco.
Good call.
But Marco. No. But Marco, I crawl under houses a lot for my job, and you think there's no holes? I guarantee you, that's always where it is. There's always a hole. There's always a crawl space. There's always some way to get in. And you live out in the fucking sticks, bro. So there's definitely enough field mice.
Since all of them came in, they probably now they know where to go. That must be it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fucking big problem.
I've never been under a house for work, but I've been in plenty of attics, and that's also a possibility. But yeah, well,
or even in the walls. They can go in the walls, and you never know they're there.
Her name was Brenda. All right, that was a horrible joke. I'm
sorry.
Big bitch. It was a big bitch. I forget it. Under.
Just to bring it back to boxing real quick. So Michaela Mayer teased yesterday that she has a fight announcement coming soon, and now this news breaks today. So don't be surprised if we see Mayer Baumgartner rematch on the undercard. Yeah, for her title.
Well, they're gonna have to put some real boxing matches on this undercard. Like
to offset the sideshow.
If they put some killers, if they put some killers on there, I'm going.
Who y'all got in that fight?
Cut it out.
Talking Mayer Baumgartner?
Yeah. Who y'all got in the rematch?
Is Mayer MVP?
Yo, somebody's working crazy next to the mic.
Is Micaiah Mayer? Is she part of MVP?
No,
I'm not sure about that.
As far as I've seen, she's been trying to shop for different promoters now that Top Rank is out on the outs.
No, Mayer's Top Rank.
Yeah, she's Top Rank, but since Top Rank doesn't have a a platform or anything, I wouldn't surprise me if they loan her out to.
Yeah,
they did with Shushu.
But that would make sense. That would make sense because Baumgartner's fought on DAZN, and DAZN is cool with MVP and that whole Netflix, so that would make sense that it would probably be over there.
I don't think that fight's gonna happen because
because look, they put the last female card on the Jake card.
I think that Michaela Mayer you know, she's gone up in weight to the point where, I mean, Alicia, she's not gonna move. She's like, and she's light in the ass anyway. So
Pause.
she pause. She ain't going
We're
Well,
anywhere.
do
talking about
y'all
a
think
woman
do
in the
y'all
book.
think
Yeah, she,
do y'all think the
last thing
Baumgartner
she is light in the ass. That's
do
the
y'all
last
think
thing
the
she is.
Baumgartner Serrano fight actually happens then?
I think that's
No.
more likely than a mayor fight.
I do too.
Oh, I didn't
Interesting.
know you guys were talking about Michaela. My bad.
Well, remember, Baumgartner said she wanted Katie, not Serrano.
Well, she called out
That makes sense.
Serrano first.
My bad. What I miss?
Well, we was talking about the
We're talking about how Baumgartner is light in the ass. Got no
Light in
cheeks.
the ass.
good point.
No,
Yeah.
there's possibility of Michaela May or Bumgarner being on the undercard, or if it's going to be Bumgarner maybe versus Katie Taylor, since she wants the winner of that match. Women's
That's actually
boxing.
a good fight.
Yeah. I would have to take
I'm,
Katie in that one.
I mean, I like the Serrano Bumgarner fight. Actually, I think they both throw
That might be
more.
more entertaining.
I think it's just more entertaining fight.
Yeah. There you go.
I
Yeah.
think I think their styles just match up better.
Who?
Serrano and Baumgartner, just the way that they throw, the way that they set up shot, they both fight.
For
You know,
sure.
if you got Katie Taylor or Mayer, they're gonna box, and then you got a puncher boxer. You know, I think Serrano and Baumgartner is more of like a barn burner to where,
I think that a Baumgartner better stay away from Katie Taylor. Stylistically, it's a mistake.
but I think that's more of a boring fight though.
No.
If you understand what I'm
It's
saying.
two different styles. I think you got Katie Taylor who knows that Alicia, especially since she's with James now. If you with James, your feet just go to trash. So Alicia don't have any feet. Katie Taylor, she's got all the style, the great feet, the boxing ability. I think she would box Alicia ears off.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
And I agree, and I think that's why it's a boring fight.
Okay, so let's say that
Because I
Serrano.
feel
Hold
like
on.
we already almost see the fight. That's why I feel like Serrano and Baumgartner is just a better fight
Yeah,
as
and
far
I
as
agree. It
being
is more
entertaining.
entertaining. But who do
Yeah,
you got in that one? I
I
don't
mean,
know. You got to think about it for a minute.
I'm a Serrano fanatic, but
Okay.
you know, I just think the speed and the youth of Baumgartner would give Serrano a little bit of trouble.
I
But
wasn't thinking about the age. That's a big factor. Yeah.
but that excites Serrano, but Serrano takes more punches than Baumgartner. So in the end, I think just Baumgartner's movement and her athleticism and her youth kind of just takes over a little bit in the fight. I think it's still a war, but I think she just takes over later in the rounds.
Okay, I'll say 60-40 Bumgarner. Yeah, that's cool.
But they both get hurt because they punch, and that's why I say it's a good
Right.
fight.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm with it.
that's what we need in women fights for real. Like the
Definitely.
boxing puncher is great to see, but if you really want to see, that's really what we want to
Do
see.
we have a
Like,
real puncher in women's boxing?
said it again.
Do we have an actual hard puncher in women's boxing, like a real knockout?
I
No, but we
mean,
need more scraps. We need more of those
yeah, that's
Taylor
what I'm
Serrano
saying.
2 scraps. We need it. Yeah, to really
Yeah,
dig
that was
in.
great. Those
I
were
mean,
great fights.
Clarissa knocked one of her opponents out, and
Yeah, but she's
just
not known for
You
punching.
said one.
That
She
was
knocked
her
one
like
of her
second
opponents.
knockout. Yeah.
hey, that's what I'm saying. At least if it's a good fight, at least it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking entertaining because we're gonna have boxing match. I just don't understand what Tank and Jake is gonna look like. So to me, you got to put on like some good fights, like some wars,
Yeah,
because
there you go.
I don't think Jake and Tank happens. I don't think it's exciting. I don't think it's
Yeah, man. I
exciting.
mean, it's the same formula we got for on the Mike Tyson Jake card. We need a solid undercard. Put the ladies up there. Get them some more exposure, and then we get the sideshow. The main event is the sideshow.
Oh, you got that
feedback,
CT.
Are you serious?
You hear it?
I don't hear. Nah, I just got off the train. You still there?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
you
now
got
you
mad
got mad
feedback.
feedback.
What do you
What do you
use?
use?
Well, I'm gonna mute you. What are you using? Maybe it's your headpiece.
You might have YouTube and StreamYard open. When I used to
I
have that
think he's
problem,
on
that
his
was
phone. He said to get off the train.
well. Yeah, I
Maybe
do it on my
your
phone, but you can
headpiece.
have
You can
YouTube and
maybe use
StreamYard open on your phone.
if you
It
have
could be the
wires.
headphones. It could be
It's
his
something.
earbuds.
Yeah, it's something because you usually don't have that. Excuse me.
Right.
Damn, we didn't reach the goal at all. Let's try and come close, people. Por favor. Por favor.
Yo, what do we think about this 3-day event with Crawford and Canelo? Like, is that we don't know nothing except for Crawford and Canelo, and it's in September. We don't know nothing. Like, that's crazy. If it's 3 days, like what?
I hope I work it.
Well, all we know is that it's a 1-day event so far, and from the looks of it, it might get boiled down to 2 days. So who the fuck knows?
Wait, it's getting bumped down to 2 days now?
It very well could. Look at all they put 9 fights on that card. Look at that. That's crazy. I can't imagine that they're going to still put 10,
They said
other
it was
fights.
20. They said it was 21 or 22 fights in all in 3 days.
Damn.
Crazy.
So is that not happening or what? Because I haven't heard. If there's 9 fights, why haven't we heard at least one other fighter?
I think they're going to stack those cards. I think Turkey, he doesn't miss. So when Turkey say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. So we'll see. We'll see 3 days.
We've been talking about promotion and numbers and views, and if they're promoting it's just Crawford and Canelo, and we've already seen the press conferences, and now the biggest thing is just the Conte thing. Like, what is the casual? What do they know about the 3 day? Like, what do they know about
They
this?
don't have to know anything because casuals only show up for the big fight. They don't show up for the undercard.
But that's what I'm saying. What do they know about the card now? Do they know that the card is? Do y'all hear anybody? Except I know we talk about it because this is what we do. We love boxing. But do y'all hear anybody like at the work just talking about this?
I have, but only about Crawford Canelo. That's it. They don't give a shit about anything else. All they give a shit about is Crawford and Canelo, and that it's free on Netflix.
Well, the undercard has just been announced, and again, I think you guys are judging the quality of it based on just prelims. I know it's late in the process. If you're going to do 3 days, you want to know what the fights are now. But sometimes as fans, we just got to be patient, let the information come out as it will, and then judge it afterward.
There we go.
But if this is supposed to be the biggest fight in history, don't you want to be promoting it months before? It's already August.
Let me give props.
The biggest fight in history.
Let me give props to Debo from Auckland. Appreciate you, Debo from Auckland. I didn't even diss Alberto while we were on the panel together, even after he said he wants to fight me. All I gotta say is 200. All right.
That's it.
All right. 200.
Hey, real quick, I jumped on when y'all was talking. I just found out about the Tank fight. Y'all really running with this shit? Y'all really running with this shit.
I like it.
I'm happy with it too. Yeah.
Well, y'all tell me how to fight one because I'm not watching this bullshit, man. I'm not watching this bullshit.
I guarantee you that's what Jersey Bob's gonna say.
This is crazy.
This is what this is. This is what exactly is gonna be. It's gonna be a scripted WWE match. That's what it's gonna be, bro. Like, come on, man. Y'all really gonna watch this bullshit, man.
You get enough of that at work, huh?
Exactly. Yo.
I don't know.
It is free. It is free.
It's free. Well, with this, wouldn't you like to see Jake Paul get his shit lumped up?
No, because it's not gonna happen. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna do what the company that I work for. They're gonna be in the background. They're gonna listen, Tank. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw a few punches. But if nothing's gonna be hard, pause is just that's what it's gonna be. They're not gonna do anything exciting. It's not gonna happen, bro.
You better be careful because Tank literally has been suing dudes who are implying. Obviously he won't sue you, but he's been suing dudes who are implying that his fights are fake. He just made who the fuck was it? Pierce Morgan retract because he put in his first lawsuit. And he made Pierce went on and did a public fucking retractment and said, when I said that his fights, I didn't mean they're actually fixed. I meant blah, blah, blah. And Jake screenshot and goes, aha, see? The first victim of, he's like, I've hired the best lawyers now. He's like, I'm sick of people saying that my fights are fixed.
Okay, so is that not proof? Is that not proof in itself?
It's just gonna be scripted, man. I don't believe there's no freaking way, man. This is crazy.
CT's gonna be a cease and desist letter.
This is crazy. Go ahead. I got a lot of backing, so I'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be all right. But but
homie, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't like the matchup itself, but I will be watching just because it'll be, a spectacle. Like I said earlier, it'll be entertaining to some extent.
It'll be dope. I want to see Tank fuck him up. Or
well, again, you're assuming that both of them are gonna do their best. So I'm somewhere in between. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to watch.
If they don't do their best, it's bullshit. Like I get Jake taking it somewhat easy on Mike because he was old and literally he had a fucking bionic knee. Like it didn't even work. I get that. But if these two don't go at it, you really think they're just going to go out there and just kind of just play around and not fight?
I
I'm
really
not
hope not.
excited.
That's what CT thinks.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I'm not
I agree.
excited.
An exhibition, really? Like what are we doing?
So is that official? That's an exhibition. We were discussing that earlier.
No,
Do
not
we know?
official. Nothing's official.
Okay.
They just said they're fighting.
Yayan said it was.
I saw the
I didn't
Mark. What is Mike Competer? He said it's an exhibition.
Did he? Let's see.
Yeah, that's what it
The
said.
media, the posters and stuff that they've been putting out, from what I've seen, they say exhibition as well.
Let's see.
You actually
I've been
think
saying that because
Tank is going to risk his record? Like he's not going to do that. Come on, man.
Here we go.
Listen, watch this. I'm gonna call it right now. Jake Paul first, and then the next Tank is gonna fight Manny Pacquiao and retire.
All right, here we go.
It's possible.
Mike Cappinger. You guys can see this? I zoomed it in.
You said Cappinger, exactly. He'd be capping.
Here it is. Zoomed in. Wait, fuck, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Jake Paul will face Gervonta Davis November 15th at Atlanta State Farm Arena in an exhibition on Netflix. Okay. Sources confirm. Well, I hate when they say this. He works for the ring. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Sources. You work for them and they're putting on the fight unless they're not doing it. I think this is their fight, no?
It might be MVP.
Well, maybe a joint venture with MVP and Turkey. Talks for Paul to face Anthony collapsed over network issues. Good. Paul's last fight took place at 200 pounds. See? Okay. Well, then it is an exhibition. You're right. But does that mean they're not going to really try and swing, snap sandwiches?
No, they're not at all. They're going to hug and grab and push and rub and massage and then throw and then look at the ref.
Mick,
come on, man. Like, what is going to happen?
First off, Mick, nobody knows what the fuck you be saying, for starters. Secondly, I want to get some proof, some real, actual, reputable platform proof.
That's what I was looking for, not just some dude in the chat. No, we're disrespecting Mick. Shout out Mick, but
no,
yeah, I need to see it.
Just nobody knows what the fuck he be saying. That's all.
I think I got a better ear for it than most, but yeah, he'd be fucking me up.
I mean, I'm starting to, understand it a little bit, but shit.
So you still think this is going to be bigger than Bud versus Canelo, being that it's an exhibition?
Yes.
In the form, it's not even in the Mercedes Stadium.
I don't really know what the difference was. That's like a shittier stadium.
Well, the Mercedes is where the Falcons play at, I believe, versus where the Hawks, I think, play.
Yeah, shout out Jackie. She said she'll be in the building.
Jack
going to the fight.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why Atlanta. That's kind of a strange choice. I know it's Tank's second home, but
you're talking about 11 or 12,000 capacity versus Canelo Crawford's going to do over 50,000.
No, that makes sense because Tank knows he can sell out in Atlanta. It's not a risk. With Jake Paul, they know that they can actually sell out and probably make the money back that they're going to spend on that. If they go somewhere big, they don't know someone's going to, but they can sell out Atlanta.
Right.
They can sell out Atlanta.
With
Jake Paul, for sure.
Dude, Norman Jr. will sell out that stadium. It's 11.
So wait, are they playing where the Hawks play?
Yeah.
Oh,
or fighting rather where the Hawks play. Yeah.
Dominique.
Oh, Wilkins. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Dominique, baby. You got it.
And if they put on a good enough card, people will fill up that arena.
Dude, that's easy. Caitlin Clark filled that stadium up.
11,000 is easy work for that fight.
Yeah, so, then they're probably just counting on the views. They feel like, oh, we can definitely sell out this venue. That's a lock. Let's just focus on the views.
Bud Crawford and Canelo, they had about, over 100,000 people waiting in a queue to buy tickets?
Wow.
100,000. You sure?
Yeah,
I mean,
Hell
Rambo
no.
tickets pretty
yes,
quick.
they had over 100,000 people waiting in the queue for an attempt to buy tickets.
But how come the shit still isn't sold out now?
What is it, like 98% sold, 99%?
That's a good
I haven't
point.
looked
Yeah, that
lately.
doesn't
I
make
haven't
sense.
looked
It's
lately.
not sold out. There can't be that many people in the queue.
Because they when you sell tickets, you don't put all of the tickets out at one time.
And it could have been
So
a sale. It could have been a
it was
sale
it
too.
was the pre-tickets or whatever,
Yeah.
Mm.
the pre-purchase. So
Everyone trying to get the cheap on sale tickets first
Yeah, I mean, I think the
before it
problem
goes up.
is,
and those cheap tickets were going for like 500.
Because the closer it gets to the fight, the tickets are going to go up.
Unless it's not selling well. Theoretically, yes, but if they are trying to fill the seats up, you might see a price drop. That's why a lot of people wait to the last minute, last 2 days to buy tickets.
Ooh.
But
this is
in
I heard
general,
this is
I
the
heard they
spicy
have
take.
less than 1,000 seats left.
Only blacks and Mexicans care about Canelo Crawford, and they're in the minority.
spicy take.
Spicy / racist. Let me hit him with it. That's the
That's
first one of the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
that's
was
racist.
crazy.
Oh,
I love a
that's
little racism in the
racist.
morning.
Oh, that's
Hell of a statement
racist.
there.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was racist. If Tank versus Paul does better than Canelo versus Crawford, then Paul definitely is making a mockery of boxing.
How is it even possible? They're fighting inside of a basketball stadium. It's not even
Right, but
possible.
we judge them based on the Netflix views they're going to do, or obviously the gate for Crawford Canelo will be
They
higher
can't
because
do
they
the
have more
gate.
seats.
Hey
Yeah, I
Mick.
mean,
So
Canelo Crawford's going to probably do 5 times the gate.
Hey
So
Mick,
yeah.
I didn't know you were
sure.
Jake Paul's personal Scottish nutritionist. How the fuck do you know he can get under? You go in there, you make him bangers and mash every day, so you know it's like. How do you know? I thought it was British, but I couldn't think of. I don't know what Scottish
I
food
can
is.
I can
It was
see
even
the
funnier.
assumption. I can see the assumption of both fights being big and then kind of dwindling down a little bit. But the day of the fight, the more people watching it and talking about it, I can see it rising as the fight's going on.
Hmm.
But I
Jeffy,
don't know if
Which
that
one?
counts. I don't know if both fights,
Okay.
because people are going to be talking about the fights as they happen. You know,
Mhm.
ESPN, all the social medias, people. That's how people, casuals, they on Twitter and all of this. Oh, look at this, this and this and this. So I feel like as the fight and the events are going to happen, more people are going to tune in. But I don't know
it's the
if people are going
truth,
to continue watching it.
and I am half black, and you're half racist. That's what he fights at Baldy. Aren't you bald too? Again. I needed a translator, an archaeologist to decode what you were saying, but I'm pretty sure you said you were bald too. So you can't
He's
make fun of
bald.
me.
He can say it. He can say
I'm
the
gonna say
word.
this in
That's
general. I'm
true.
gonna
So
say this in
but it makes it
general.
less offensive. It makes it like we're a brotherhood. What's up?
Anyone who wants to shit on someone else's appearance needs to cam up. Anyone. That's a universal rule.
Oh, what's
Hey,
your
look,
other?
I'm gonna double down on that. If you're a man thinking about another man's, never mind. That's gonna get me in trouble.
I
I'm
know
gonna
what you're
stop.
saying.
I'm gonna stop. Never mind.
I know what
No,
you're
it's not
saying.
about that. It's about standing behind your word. Yeah.
Bro, if you're a man, I respect you as a man. I'm not looking at what kind of jeans you got on.
Why is
Like,
that?
I'm just saying, if somebody says they're gonna do something as a grown man, they should do it.
Somebody's giving feedback.
That's not me.
that was crazy.
That's it.
It's Alan. Alan, you were giving feedback for some reason. I said to mute you. That's weird, just randomly.
Just stick by your word as a man. That's all I ask. I don't think it's unreasonable, but maybe in this generation it is. I don't know. I'm out of touch.
Tank is that big. He was that backup for the unknown in America, Anthony Joe. Why are you now writing in caps randomly? It's freaking me out. I'm
Hey,
not
but
doing
honestly, as a man, you don't really have to talk as much. Your presence and your actions is how you speak for real. That's
Word.
what I respect. I respect that
right.
more than what you talking about.
That's because you, my friend, are a
Real bad man.
Real man.
all of us.
Real bad man.
Got 23 children, 22 baby mother. Real bad man.
Look, and I got tree 33 job.
200, please. I don't think CJ wants to see you cam up for 200. I doubt that's going to happen.
Yo, why do you want to see somebody else cam up? Like,
I
ask
just want to.
Jackie
If someone,
cam up.
okay, hold on. Let's rewind the clock because maybe you weren't here. If someone says, "Hey, anybody send in 200 right now, I'll cam up," you need to know the whole extent of the beef, man. I'm not going to go too far into it.
Would
It's just
comment on the way CJ looks, and so it's like, I want
right.
to see the way you look.
Exactly. Yeah, he was dissing me. Oh, you got a gap in your teeth. Okay, I didn't wear my retainer when I was 13 years old. Okay, so you want to clown my looks? Everyone should see what you look like. Okay. At first, he said he was just going to do it. He never did. Then he started putting the $200 up there, so I called his bluff. That's it.
That was great. That was great. He got terrified.
It was a classic moment.
Yeah,
again, actions, not your words, and typing is so easy to do because no one has to see you.
I know. Right. I know.
You think he's going to subscribe to me? You know the channel's coming. He's going to sub.
He's probably going to come in and fucking
he's going to use one of his 2D aliases, you feel me, and be in the background trying to diss. Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for this fight. I actually am. I won't front. I was a little pissed that it got derailed after the Roach fight. So they're back on track.
Excited is a strong word. I can't take it.
I am.
Why are you excited, Marco? Help me understand why you.
Because I want to see Jake Paul. I want to see the possibilities are there, right? So I want to see the possibility of Jake Paul getting clipped like a vasectomy, or I want to see Tank. I want to see Tank possibly get put to sleep nice and quick like a Mother Goose lullaby. Either of those will be fun.
Marco, you're being cheesy, man. This is an exhibition fight. Stop it.
Well, you're assuming.
Cheesy.
You're assuming.
Being cheesy, man. Stop being cheesy. Come on.
Stop stirring the pot. That fuck it, stir it. Who cares? Stir it. You're assuming that they're not going to go all out. There's been plenty of exhibitions, my friend, where they are throwing those things. So we'll see.
Oh, when was the last one that we saw that where they were throwing those things?
I don't know. I can't give you that.
Exactly.
But I know sparring because I've been in gyms my whole life. I know sparring because I've been in gyms my whole life, and sparring is always you're getting 90+%. You know, dudes just kind of step back if somebody gets really hurt in sparring. So exhibitions are usually like sparring.
No one's gonna get hurt. No one's gonna get a bruise. No one's gonna get knocked down.
No one's gonna get a bruise.
You guys like this, y'all, man. You know what? I'm about to stop. Man. CJ, I'm surprised at you, CJ. Yo, I'm about to
hold up, champ.
Hold up. You what's wrong? You actually want to see this, man? Like this is crazy.
All I said is I'm gonna watch it for the show just to see what goes down. It's free. You feel me? I already got Netflix.
No, if you guys are right, if it's just some bullshit tappy tap shit, yeah, I'm gonna be disgusted.
Then I'll say that, yeah. But I ain't gonna assume that.
My son's sitting up here. He's excited. He wants to see this fight.
But like, what are y'all expecting them to do in an exhibition, though? Like that's
Marco just laid it out that like the two, if they actually go at it, the two, extreme cases, Tank
Marco
getting flattened or Paul getting pieced up. But hold on, I just can't assume. I can't assume off top. It's such a spectacle, so outside the box. I just got to see what's going to happen.
The truth is, I want to see Jake get clipped like a vasectomy. That's what I really want to see. And if the other thing happens, because Tank, even if he goes light, bop, 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 he'll just be fucking Manny Pacquiaoing him because the speed advantage will be insane.
But how often does Tank go bop, 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 bop? He barely even throw punches.
Right.
Not against somebody who.
That's a good point.
No, that is a good point. I'm thinking because he'll have the speed advantage, he'll open up. He'll have to, but you're right. Maybe he won't. It could be a boring ass fight.
Yeah, I think the
Like
Drago and Apollo
Jerry.
Creed
That's what I feel
exhibition
like.
would be better than this.
Which one?
The Apollo Creed and Drago exhibition will
Get the fuck out of here.
That was a crazy good fight. What you mean?
No, I said the Drago and Apollo Creed exhibition is going to be better than this exhibition.
Yeah, but that's one of the greatest fights I ever saw. I know it's fake, but like that was a dope fight. They both.
No, you just mollywopped him.
You ain't gonna get nothing like that in this. But
that was
BS.
scripted though. So
yeah, this is gonna be scripted too.
That's what I'm saying. It's making.
You know what? If it's scripted and it looks as good as Creed and Drago, I'm down. I'm down.
Hey, you guys got to look on the bright side of life, dude. This just gets us an inch closer to Tank just retiring, and then we can all move past it. Shakur can reign supreme. Shakur can reign supreme at 135.
If Tank does not fight Shakur, like Tank, look,
that's done with.
Tank was the first. Tank was the first one of what they called the Four Kings, right? Damn near a decade ago,
and he because they weren't kings yet, but I get you.
But Tank has done the least out of all of them.
Yeah. He's had the most dominance, but yes,
he makes the most money, the
Wait,
biggest name, but he's done the least. He's done
dominance. How's he been the most
93% knockout ratio is the most dominance.
Yeah,
Yes.
in his performances.
And no
as far as
losses.
KOs.
And no losses. So yeah, that's
he has a loss.
Shakur hasn't lost.
No, he didn't lose technically. No, he didn't. So
and Shakur hasn't came close to losing.
No,
so
he hasn't.
Marco,
so he's been the most dominant.
And T.O. and Devin have the best resume.
Nah, they both haven't lost. One guy's 90% knockout ratio. It's obvious who's the most dominant.
One guy has a draw that should have been a loss.
Yeah, that's the only counter argument.
No, I'll give that to you. You know, that knee should have counted. But what's up, CT?
This for everybody. If Tank is done after this, will this be the most disappointing career as far as what we thought Tank would be?
You mean unfulfilled potential?
Yeah, unfulfilled potential. Yeah,
arguably because
no, I would say that. And Mo, let me give you some pushback, and I'll pass the mic. Only because Broner actually challenged himself. Y'all got it.
Arguably, it would be because Sanchez, died early. Ike Ibeabuchi went to prison. Like, you have a lot of what ifs, but that was, even though there was their choice.
Mike Tyson.
I would say Gamboa. I would say Gamboa.
This one though is bad because he had everybody pounding down his door and he didn't fight any of them. That's why it's worse.
Nah, you can't say Tyson. My man said Tyson, but you can't say Tyson because Leaf Tyson, he fought Holyfield, he fought Lennox. Even though it was past his prime, he still did all that.
He fought those guys. He never gave us more than 5 years of his best. But whatever.
I mean, there's Gamboa, Amir Khan. I mean, I
have to go with Tank right now. I have to think about it, but just because all the shit was inside his control. It's like, okay, yeah, Sanchez car accident. I mean, obviously outside your control. All these other guys had life circumstances that overcame them, but he just chose not to challenge himself. So yeah, man.
Y'all gotta remember, Tank was real young from what he came from, but he was under Floyd, and that whole team is what directed Tank's career first.
Yep,
I
understand
that has a lot to play in it. You can't take that away.
But didn't he get away from
why would he continue
that? Floyd, though.
Yeah. After he left Floyd, why would he continue that same trajectory? That same,
Because that's work for him.
Yeah,
because it's work. Because it's work for him. It's what he knows. It's what he knows. It's what he was taught.
Yeah, but then the ball was in his court, and he chose the bullshit. So.
And again, we already talked about it. How long do you want to get punched in the face when you punch him? When you got to get punched by better and better guys?
Mm-hmm.
And Tank said his biggest fear is losing. That's his biggest fear is losing.
So you're just giving me reasons why he's disappointed. You're not saying he's not disappointed.
He probably retires anyways.
You're giving me a reason why he is disappointed, but you're not saying he's not disappointed.
I think he is disappointed, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I think he fights like a Jake Paul instead of a Roach rematch or Shakur or something. Like, that's what we all want.
Right.
He's arguably retired right now. I don't know if he's arguing. I mean, most guys.
He was the one who said, "Hey, I got 5-6 guys on my hit list right now." And in a couple interviews, they asked him, "Oh, is T.O. on it? Yes. Is Devin on it? Yes. Is this guy?" And he was like, "Well, there's one name I'm not going to go say." It was like Shakur. Yes. He said that out of his own mouth.
Yeah, but it don't matter what he says in his mouth because we know, and everyone else know he's not going over 135, and T.O. is not going. He's probably 140.
It's not going back down.
But that's
somebody was mentioning Devin earlier, and that used to be a potential fight, but no, they're 2 weight classes apart now. So anyone still talking about Devin, completely unrealistic.
Well, I'm just saying, out of what Tank said, like, this is his hit list, and if you can fight a fucking Jake Paul, why can't you fight a Devin? Like, that don't make no sense, bro.
It's not nearly.
Hey, that's fair, but again, yeah.
And
not as much money.
Tank might be retired. Now he doesn't have to worry about getting a loss.
Tank versus Devin Haney makes a lot of fucking money. Maybe not as much.
Jacob.
Maybe not as much, but it makes a lot of money, and it gets a lot of eyes on it, and a lot of people talk about it because it's a legit fight.
I think Tank wants to preserve the O. I know he has a draw, but he still has an O. Well, so I think that's what he cares about. So this makes sense. He's probably like, fuck it. exhibition, make some money, don't have to worry about, I'll go down in history as being undefeated. Because really, in 20, 30, 40 years, people aren't going to really remember this that much. They're just going to be like, oh, he was a powerhouse. You know what I mean?
That's why I say I think he fights this fight, honestly, and then I think he ends with Manny Pacquiao.
Exhibition.
Yeah.
Pacquiao wants to fight
or a real fight. But either way, you lose to Pacquiao or you beat Pacquiao. That doesn't do anything, and it's a huge money fight, maybe even bigger, and he's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pacquiao at 47.
What I think.
I don't think you're going to get credit. I mean, I think you would get dissed for losing to Pacquiao at 47, especially how he just looked against Barrios.
Yeah,
Pacquiao said he can come. Pacquiao said he would come down for Tank. He just said that.
He looked the same against that Japanese guy.
Boxing fans still give credit to Floyd Mayweather at 50-0. So I mean, he'll get credit. He'll get credit.
Pacquiao looked just as bad against the Japanese guy. At first, we were all like, "Oh, it's exhibition, blah blah blah," But he looked the same against Barrios. So I think that's just what we're dealing with now.
I'm saying it's not a win-win because imagine he does take an L. Like you preserve your O to take an L to a 47-year-old legend. Granted, but we've seen how he's been looking. So that's I don't know.
No, I think he knocks Pacquiao out.
I think most likely, but the risk, he's avoided risk his whole career. So the risk is too high. What if he doesn't? You feel me?
But if he's on Manny Pacquiao out,
even a close fight would look bad.
But if you're on your way out to retire, what better name to retire on with Manny Pacquiao? And Manny Pacquiao's already retired anyway too, so it makes sense.
Well, the fight would have to be a 147 if it's against Manny Pacquiao, so it's not going to be a knockout.
Also, like if Tank knocks out Pacquiao in today's day and age, like people would be kind of disgusted. Like Pacquiao
might get some hate,
right?
Well, if Tank can't knock out Pacquiao, then he damn sure can't knock out Jake.
No one said he was going to knock out Jake.
Oh, not knock out. He could fuck Jake up though.
Yeah,
give him a beating, swell his shit up, leave him.
Hey, that would be some Trevor Berbick Ali type of shit, Marco. I don't think people would like Tank.
Yeah,
or like him even less.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He,
But if y'all remember, that fight was supposed to happen a while ago. Tank and Pacquiao, they were already talking about that fight. So it's not like it's unimaginable. They've already talked about it before.
But again, if he would have fought him back then okay, if I take the L, cool, Pacquiao legend, but not at 46, 47. That's just too much.
But we're talking about a Tank who's already damn near 2 feet out the door. Like Pacquiao.
I understand. I still didn't, even at this stage, I don't see him taking that risk. I mean, you have some good points. I'm glad we're chopping it up, but I just disagree on that note.
I hear it. Yeah. No, I could be wrong. It's just a thought I had.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great. I'm excited
because he's all about money. He's not about legacy. So what else do you do if you're Tank? To me, what other big fights is out there? You're not going to fight Floyd.
No.
Floyd, that'd be funny as hell.
I mean, Shakur should be a fight, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, he's never going to do that.
No, Shakur is the only real fight left. All these other guys have just blown up out of the divisions, like way out of the divisions.
Right.
I don't know how Devin was ever 130, but
is that where he started?
Wasn't he a champion at 130?
Devin stayed down there the longest.
Damn,
that's why he moved up so fast, because his body just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I only got familiar with him at 135. I didn't know he fought.
He was young though. It's just easier to. Obviously it's easier when you're, what was he, fucking 20? Or didn't he start fighting at like 15 in Mexico?
Yeah, but Devin's the youngest out of all of those guys. But yeah, he stayed
so
down there
at 15. I can see it.
Yeah.
And the most accomplished, isn't that funny? He's the most accomplished out of all those guys. Devin Haney.
I really believe Brian
T.O.
Jr. might put him to sleep like a warm glass of milk in a romance novel.
Is that where you're leaning right now? Because you were saying it was 50-50 when it's first announced.
There's a great possibility and probability of Brian Norman just landing one of those cinder blocks. You know what I mean?
What do you see? What do you see, Marco, that makes you say that though?
Before he elaborates, Marco, put a rack on it. I'm just fucking with you, champ.
Even if I was in a good financial situation right now, I wouldn't. I've never done that
I
kind
know
of
that's
shit.
not your style. That's why I was just.
Yeah, it's really not. It's not. But what do I see? Well, he's explosive. He's explosive like a virgin on prom night. So at any point, he could boom connect one of those and put him out.
Word.
That's all he needs. Devin could box his socks off for 12, but he just needs one of those to detonate.
You think he punches that hard?
I do.
He does.
I'm not saying he's the hardest thing I've ever seen, but hard enough to put Devin down or out. Yeah.
You know,
down.
have we ever seen Norman face a Devin Haney type style? Because Devin Haney
No.
fights. Devin Haney fights, and he doesn't have one style. People always say Devin Haney fight. Yes, he does that when he needs to. But Devin Haney can fight multiple styles in one fight. He can change his. So I've never seen Norman fight someone like that. So you're saying one punch, like that's saying like catching Shakur. Not saying he's a Shakur, but you know,
you just caught yourself. It's not like saying catching Shakur. Catching Shakur would be way harder.
Well, that's why I say it's not like. But I'm saying if you think of Devin Haney, you think almost defense first.
Do
you think
range first?
Because he's defensive, like he wants to hit you, but he don't want to.
I disagree. I think he stays in range because he wants to be in a position where he could land his shots better, not so much avoiding the other person's shots.
I need to compare their reach, but to Oh Boy's point, that's why it's such an intriguing fight. No, Norman's never faced anyone on the level or with the same style as Devin, so I'm interested to see him mix it up. I will say I got a small wager on Norman, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I believe Devin has a 3-inch reach advantage on Norman.
It could be a factor.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I get what y'all saying. I just never. I can't bet. I can't say that. I get the eye test, but I just don't see where Norman is so much better than Haney. I've seen Haney drop and get up and win the same round, so I just don't. I don't see what Norman brings that Devin Haney hasn't seen.
So it boils down to this. It boils down to this.
Quitters.
Yeah, Devin is the best fighter that Norman has fought, but Norman is the strongest fighter that Devin's ever fought.
In a weight division he's never even fought in.
Exactly,
Man.
and the biggest that he's ever fought.
Yep.
So
pound for pound, y'all think Norman punches harder than Ryan?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Absolutely.
Different. Well, different.
I agree.
Different.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say yes.
Hold on. There's Ryan. Ryan's a quick, snappy puncher. The ones you don't see, and those drop you. Norman is a thudding puncher, also mixed with a little bit. You don't see it because he has speed, so they're different. But Norman's more likely to keep you down with his shot landing. Ryan's more likely to give you a flash.
Right, I agree.
I think that Brian Norman,
that.
when we say Brian Norman never seen a Devin Haney, I think we're wrong. I mean, that's an American style fighter. I mean, those type of guys are a dime a dozen in Brian Norman's camp. So
who would you say that he
guys.
not in his camp sparring? Who would you say that Norman has fought like Haney in his career?
I don't think it matter, man. I'm one of those guys, man. Resumes don't put on gloves. So we'll see on fight night. For me.
No, not resume, style. Not resume, style.
I don't care.
Style and skill, not just style.
I'm looking at attributes. So what I see from Brian Norman, because Marco didn't say it, but what I like from Brian Norman is that he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal in between punches. And I believe that if there's any time there's a mix-up in the ring, because all it takes is 1 second. And so Devin Haney, at some point, we saw it against quite a few guys. He's going to throw a few combinations, and I believe that Brian Norman is going to catch him with that lead left hook. I mean, it's gonna be. I would say it's gonna be a 6 or 7 round fight, personally. And I love Devin Haney. I just think that Brian Norman has an attribute about his game that is going to be a bad mix for Devin Haney, because Brian Norman, he's skillful, he's quick, he's powerful, and he has decent feet. He don't have pro-grade feet. He don't have Ryan Garcia. His feet's better than Ryan Garcia's.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
I was going to say the fight is 50-50 because I mean Norman has feet. Like, not just because he let out that crazy, impressive, athletic jump rope video, but he got feet. He got feet. He has a. I've seen him. I've broken down his fights. He has an IQ. He's not just a thudding, robotic, come forward dude. I think Devin might be in trouble. But I could also see Devin playing it safe and winning a kind of a relatively boring, out of range boxing match.
Oh,
has Norman ever faced anyone with a jab that can take angles like Haney?
Norman's never faced anybody anywhere near Haney. Like
I agree.
He just hasn't.
But no one on the panel believes that Haney can win. Like, even if you believe it's 50-50, everyone believes that Norman wins, though, right?
No, not me. I got Haney winning 12 rounds.
No, I got 50-50. I'm not sure. I could
I win slightly.
He's facing the champion at 47. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. I lean slightly Norman, but no, I could definitely see Haney. It's that on his approach, based on how he approaches the fight, it could go anyway.
Because what's harder? Is it harder to land one punch, or is it harder to kind of
outbox for someone for 12 rounds?
Yeah, so that's why.
Hey, Marco and the other guys, you guys
but
put in the factor.
Norman has to land that one punch either.
Who would y'all want to be? If y'all were in the ring, who would you want to be?
Norman.
Would you want to be the Norman or Haney?
Norman.
Really?
Yeah.
Norman, that's a good question. I like that.
That's a great question. Norman. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, I've been in there. You know how stressful it is and how tedious it is to just be focusing on lasting, and as opposed to like any moment I could land this, as opposed to being like, I got to be perfect, got to be perfect, got to be perfect. I mean,
that's a lot of mental pressure there.
Yeah, I've been there.
But it's also like Wilder, right? Wilder goes, all I need is a split second. But if he doesn't get that split second, I can frustrate you. I'm just asking,
Yeah,
just questions.
Well, we don't know if
Wilder couldn't box.
We don't know if Norman's at Wilder level power. We don't know that. Look, he just knocked out some,
I ain't putting that too much sauce.
Right, we don't know if he is. We don't know. I mean, so far his record isn't, because Wilder knocked everybody out. Norman has not, but he could be at that level. You know what I mean? And we're gonna find out. He's a strong.
Do y'all think Norman is getting better and Devin Haney has reached his peak, or do you think they can both get better?
Yeah,
I do believe.
I agree entirely. Yeah.
I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Devin still has enough youth.
Too much
enough youth. He's still gaining experience against the different styles of fighters. I can't just say he's already peaked. Maybe we're gonna find out. Beautiful thing. We're gonna find out.
Worcestershire on it. What are they doing?
Right.
I mean, what can Devin Haney add to his game where you could say, he's gonna be a little bit better? For me, I think he's strong, but I think that he has a technical flaw in his game, which is not generating power. I don't see that changing. Brian Norman is 23 years old, already a champion.
Devin Haney was a champion before that, though.
When you
see Devin, even when he was a champion, he was still making the same mistakes that he's making right now.
When you see
you
Devin
could become a better inside fighter. There's an infinite amount of ways to improve at any given point, within reason.
And Devin is one person that we know that's always working.
Like, right. He is. No,
he is always working, though. And I honestly think Devin's best weight is going to be 147 because he starved his body. So I think I'm not saying he wins this fight. I'm just asking y'all questions. I'm just picking your brain. But I honestly think that Haney, I think his best weight is actually 147.
I disagree entirely. I think the guy's
closer to his natural weight.
Yeah, I think it's closer to his natural. Yeah.
I think Devin's been a big fish in a small pond, and now his chickens are coming home to roost, and it's going to be Adrian Bronerville from here on out.
You could be right.
I'm impressed where Devin Haney has gotten. He's an athlete converted to a boxer. And I think that Brian Norman is a boxer. He's a lifetime boxer. I think that's the difference.
I think Norman is a fighter turned into a boxer.
There too. He's a fighter converted to a boxer.
Yeah.
And Devin Haney, he's I don't know, man. I think it's the mentality. It's a little bit different when you get in the ring with one of those guys who.
See, that's a great point. You can turn a great fighter into a really good boxer, but can you turn a great boxer into a really good fighter?
Bars.
Well,
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Manny Pacquiao, I would say, is a case study.
But Manny Pacquiao's a fighter.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, fighter turn boxer is what he said. That's easier to do than the
Fighter
opposite.
turned boxer.
Yeah, can you turn a boxer into a fighter though?
Yeah, that's
You could turn anybody into anything, especially as we saw with homeboy now. You could turn anybody.
That's crazy, Marco. That was crazy.
What was his name? Pat something? I forgot the name. Yeah, but no, but anybody could turn into anything. Like all jokes aside,
that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, that's
crazy,
an interesting. That's an interesting case study though, because like you may have a point.
So
I mean, I'm asking y'all because I respect like I'm listening to y'all. I've always listened. You know, I follow Marco. I'm just asking y'all. Like, can you think of anybody that's done that?
Exactly. I'm digging in the archives of my memory and trying to come up with an example. But
to me, the closest is Sweet Pea, but he has that mean like Sweet Pea Sugar Ray.
Well, Tyson Fury went from a boxing on his toes type fighter. He hires our buddy Sugar Hill from Kronk, and he became a knockout puncher.
There you go. That didn't even cross my mind.
People
wait, a knockout puncher against who, Marco?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a knockout puncher like he completely changed his style, but
Wilder.
He brutalized Wilder.
Wilder was the best example.
Everybody he fought with Sugar Hill except Ngannou and then Usyk. All of them. Like it was like 6 or 7 fights in a row. What you mean?
Well, who remembers Lennox Lewis before Emmanuel Stewart got a hold to him?
Good point.
I do, but Lennox kind of was.
Lennox was always a boxer.
He was still,
boxer puncher, always.
Yeah, I agree.
Boxer puncher. You know, De La Hoya, remember, he quickly went into the shoulder roll shit when he hired Floyd Sr. He tried to switch up a little bit, but, you know.
Maybe Maidana, but Maidana was still.
People do change, but the answer
he
is.
Never became a pure boxer or even close to that.
People change, but it's rare.
I only ask that because I feel like Norman has that. He's a fighter turning into a boxer.
Yeah.
But Haney's always boxed his whole life, but facing fighters is like his almost kryptonite kind of. So it's like, what do you do going into your biggest weight against a champion that's young, hungry, and believes, and he's a fighter that's learning how to. What do you do as Haney? How do you go? What
for your dear life?
No, you got to be super well.
Exactly.
He just did that with Ramirez.
Definitely
They're not going to give him the win if he does that with Ramirez. And
Marco, could Haney win a fighting in a telephone booth? Can he fight like that?
Not yet.
Taking away because you fight like that, you can't nullify Norman's power by fighting.
I brought
like
up
that.
infighting earlier, but I haven't seen it demonstrated yet, so that would
we've
be
never
my
seen Haney do that.
He can, but you know, look, I've seen there's a lot of Haney sparring, and he has a lot of layers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying he got to do that the whole 12 rounds, but I'm like mix it up a little bit like that, fight in the telephone booth, and then sit back.
If he can execute that, that's good.
I think that's the worst plan for Haney.
I agree.
But you're nullifying Norman's power by doing that, by fighting in the telephone.
That's assuming that his power's at the end of his punches, which I'm not convinced that that's true. I think he might be able to. Like I learned, this is something too when I released this video, man. Punching power. You have to know how to generate power in close shots, short shots, and wide shots because it's different power. It's different ways to throw it. So I don't really. Most of the ones we've seen are a little wider. You're right, but that doesn't mean that he can't.
But that uppercut was close in.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta get dressed, Michael. I just wanted to clear up something you said. After Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Stir the pot, Marco. Stir the pot.
We got one of those.
Won the 6-7 fight KO streak. He only knocked out Dillian White.
I guess Allen mailed you his ladle.
Then he fought Usyk and lost. So he only won 2 fights after that with knockouts.
Look, if you believe he's a drug cheat or whatever, fine. Or whatever cheat, but I don't. I think he was just.
But I'm saying either way, he only knocked out 2 people after Wilder, and that's Dillian White and Chisora. and then he lost to Usyk twice. So not 6 or 7 fights.
No, he won. I could have swore it was more. Hold on, now you're gonna make me.
No,
Nah,
because he did knock out Watling or nothing.
nah, he did knock out
Right,
Wilder.
right.
He didn't even knock
No,
out
I think Bud
Usyk.
might be right.
Let's see.
I'm right.
So
I know
he
I'm right.
knocks out Deontay Wilder
Shut up,
twice.
Bud.
Chisora. Yeah. So 1, 2,
And
3,
Dillian
4,
White.
4.
Mhm.
Four knockouts in a row. But still, those knockouts came as soon as he hired Sugar Hill. So it was clearly showing an influence.
Right. The overall point was he went from a boxer to more of a fighter.
Right.
That was it.
Right. He stopped bouncing as much. That's what made him dismantle Wilder easier, because he stopped running.
What happened with Usyk then?
Yeah, I'm about to say that sure didn't work.
What
No,
happened?
it didn't.
He,
But
he, he's a skilled
Usyk is
boxer,
also,
why couldn't he knock him out or drop him or hurt him?
because Usyk was a better fighter. But
Well, he did
Wilder
hurt. He hurt
Wilder
Usyk.
wasn't. Neither was Chisora. Neither was White. But
Yeah, Fury who hurt Usyk to the body, and I think in the round
and
after,
uppercut.
It was
that uppercut
the
hurt
round
bad.
after was the one where Fury got knocked down.
Yeah, Fury
Brooks
hurt him
held him up.
twice. Well,
It
hurt
was
like
nothing like the Wilder power though, man. It's cool though. He didn't hurt.
That's
Fury,
true.
though.
So where do y'all put Usyk? I mean, I know he's a current fighter, but where?
I put him as the best heavyweight
if he
today.
was in the 80s, if he was in the 80s, like how do y'all think Usyk would do?
Oh, he would dominate in the 80s. Are you kidding me? The 80s is one of the weakest heavyweight scenes ever until Tyson.
Hold on. We're talking about Larry Holmes.
That's a lot of sauce.
We're talking about Larry Holmes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Filled the pot because sauce is everywhere.
How
Go
about
look
80s,
at how many
90s?
champions. Go look at how many champions there were in the 80s.
What part of the 80s? Early, middle, late? What?
How about
Most
80s?
of the 80s.
I'll say 80s, 90s. 80s,
Nah,
90s.
the 90s, he would definitely have like 4 or 5 losses.
Give him all
I
he could
just wanted
fucking
to say that,
handle.
man. Peace, though.
Holyfield and Lennox would give him a lot of problems.
A lot of
You got to
problems.
account for sports
Riddick
science.
Bowe would give him a lot of problems.
Right.
80s, yeah. Besides Tyson, those guys, it was a weakish point, right? After Holmes retired, Holmes would beat him, I think. But after Holmes, I think young Tyson would beat him. But the rest of them, no, up until maybe Holyfield. Holyfield would give him some problems.
Yeah, look,
I think
Pinklin Thomas.
Holyfield beats him.
Pinklin Thomas, Bone Crusher Smith,
Yeah,
Trevor Berbick. Who are these guys? Nobody knows who these guys are because they had one.
Yeah, but you said dominate. That implies he would beat everybody. That's where you fucked up.
Yeah, I know, but listen, all the people that I just named literally passed off the titles like they were fucking batons. They won them and lost them immediately. All of them.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that era better than any 70s through 90s heavyweights. Yeah, I understand exactly what was there.
The problem with that era was it was Holmes dominating and those guys here and there, and then it went from Holmes almost immediately to Mike, right? And then I guess Evander.
Well, keep in mind that's also exactly when they brought in that third belt, so it makes sense there would be more and lesser champions. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So is Usyk an all-time great? Is he an all-time?
You guys know my opinion. I refuse to rate current active fighters in all-time great list. They have to finish their career.
Yeah, that's why I said I rate him as the best heavyweight right now. I'm not ready to put him in a historical context.
That Fury arguably won one of those. Like those were close. We
he
mopped Fury up. He didn't.
I disagree.
CJ, come on, man.
I feel like Usyk won both.
So tell me right now, all of you. You're telling me the fights weren't close?
No, they were.
I didn't say they weren't close.
Were they all close?
The first
one. They were. Well, the first fight was.
The first fight was closer.
Closer, but I still
agree.
saw it being maybe 3 rounds apart.
I had Fury winning that fight. Very close.
You're tripping.
Very close.
Hey, that'll be a great rewatch when we're gonna do that.
But the point is, like, Usyk's great, but then here's why I don't really leverage that much, because Usyk's so much smaller. For him to beat Fury at all was super impressive. So
okay, Marco, do you think Holyfield? Where do you mark Holyfield all-time great as a heavyweight?
I think Usyk smokes.
I don't like Holyfield, so I'm a little biased.
No way.
But
what?
Well, I'm not saying he's not. There's a difference between saying he's not good and not like him. I just didn't like him. Just like Andre Ward and Hopkins, I don't like them. They're good. They're great. I just don't like them. So, as fighters, not as people.
Holyfield was one of those.
Holyfield was great. Holyfield was great. Great, fucking great.
Well, Holyfield could punch. He could move. He could move laterally. He could throw uppercuts, hooks. He had a hell of a jab, a 1-2. Holyfield went with fucking Foreman.
He could throw headbutts too, right? I'm just
Hell
fucking
yeah,
with
he
you.
went with Mike Tyson. Look, Holyfield beat Mike Tyson, and
Yeah, way out of his
and
prime. I can't let you do that because Tyson's my all-time favorite. Way out
I
of
mean,
his prime.
we're
After
also
jail, after divorce, after Don King took all his
but we're
shit.
also talking about Usyk at the end of his prime. Usyk isn't in like his prime. We're talking about the end. Usyk at the end of his career, though.
And let's be
Yeah, I
real,
was gonna
Holyfield
say
wasn't even a real heavyweight. He wasn't a
correct.
real
Well, neither is
heavyweight.
Usyk. Usyk's not a real heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight. You mean the guy started at
Exactly.
middleweight,
But
didn't he? He was an
Usyk
amateur in
But
was
middleweight.
so
undisputed
was
heavyweight.
Holyfield. So are you saying
but when
that
you're
Usyk? Are you saying Usyk beats Holyfield at cruiserweight and heavyweight?
I
Yes,
don't think he beats him in
I
either.
do. Man,
Because they're two different fights.
that'd be
did
such
y'all
a
see
great
what
fight.
James Toney did to Holyfield?
Yeah, but Holyfield was 41. Come on.
Yeah, we're
He was
talking about the end.
washed,
We're
beyond
talking about
washed.
prime.
He
How
was
about prime?
Okay,
How
well,
about
Usyk,
okay?
washed,
How
how was
about
Usyk?
prime? Just
How did
cruiserweight.
Usyk?
washed
How was
Forget
Usyk?
like fresh lettuce.
But how
but
was
for
Usyk?
what? He's
You
like
trying?
39 or 40,
He was
right?
washed like McDonald's lettuce. Yeah, that
Okay,
was.
Correct.
so James Toney wasn't doing Usyk the way James Toney did Holyfield in that fight.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't you. I don't know.
I think Usyk would beat James Toney because Usyk could do what Roy Jones did. Usyk has the angles to hit him and then start. It was simple. If you guys watch it, when I've
Interesting.
sparred people who lean over, they give you their back. You just keep circling them, and you're in essence staying in a vulnerable angle behind their back the whole time. Just keep circling around them, and you're hitting them, and they can't hit you because you're literally behind them. Usyk would do that to James, I think.
But we're literally talking about two completely different Usyks and two completely different Holyfields at cruiser and heavyweight. They both completely changed their games.
Yeah.
So it's two totally different fights. Like you
Listen,
can't
guys,
just.
I gotta go. Wifey's birthday. But I will be back on tonight.
Happy
All right.
birthday to you.
Appreciate you guys.
Later.
All right.
Right?
Welcome.
Peace
Always.
out, everybody.
One.
All right. Later.
Peace.